Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to the DA's office. Shout out to everybody hanging out with us in the chat tonight. It's a beautiful, nice, warm, sunny. Well, not sunny anymore. It was sunny earlier today in Southern California, but now it's a nice kind of mid dark evening as we get ready for the week to come. Shout out to everybody that's here. Appreciate you guys. 61 in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button because you know how it goes. All right. YouTube will recognize you hitting the like button and, commenting in the chat, sharing the video out there. That gets more people over to the channel and more folks to hang out with, chop it up with as we talk about these all too important topics that we discuss over here, on the DA's office. So I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Listen. It's been a hell of a week, man. I've been very, very, very busy, and I got a very busy week coming up. I'm only going to be doing one nightcap this coming week, which is Thursday, because Tuesday, because Thursday I am going to be out at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm going to try to balance San Diego Comic-Con along with going to see Fantastic Four, doing an out-of-theater review for that. And then I'll be at Comic-Con all weekend long. So Thursday through Sunday, trying to hang out, cover as much of it as we can, seeing what panels are out there, seeing what information, what news is dropping. No Marvel, right? No Marvel at Hall H this year. So we won't get anything from Marvel, but we got a Peacemaker panel. We got a couple of other ones, Demon Slayer, for those that are into anime. We got a Demon Slayer panel. I'll be trying to check that out. Plus some other stuff. We talked about it last week. And yeah, we'll see what's up, but I'm looking forward to Comic-Con. It's my first time at Comic-Con probably in over 10 years. I haven't been to Comic-Con in a long time. But I'm looking forward to getting back hanging out. And I know Chris Gore is going to be there, so I'll try to hang out, see the Chris Gore panel. I think Nerdrotic's going to go as well, so I'll try to chop it up with those fellas. And yeah, there it is. What it do? Looking forward to it. I haven't been, like I said, in about 10 years, so I hope it's a blast. It's going to definitely be different than what we're used to, because no Marvel. It seems like it's a little bit toned down. DC only really has one panel. It's going to be interesting. But before we get to the business at hand, let me go ahead and shout out everybody that's in the chat. I appreciate you guys being here. Let's do roll call. Bootzilla is in the house. And guys, Bootzilla, I've been working on it. I got him an emoji. It's now available for Bootzilla because he's a loyal supporter, because he does the most. I appreciate that, brother. So make sure when Bootzilla's here, you give him some love. He has his own emoji in the chat. I appreciate him. Hey, he's been a loyal. He's a red. I just realized you got a red badge. If you got a red badge, that means you have been around as long as I've had memberships going. Okay, so at least 12 months. So I appreciate you, Bootzilla. Thank you very much. Craig Bradford is in the house. What's up, Craig? We got Draconis. Also just got his emoji. Okay, so you guys know top supporters. Staccato DDS got one as well. We also got one for Ruby Hoove. Bootzilla now has his. Dragon Master Zero has his. So everybody that's been supporting, I appreciate it. You guys got an emoji now. Thank you very much. Draconis got yours. Let's see who else is here. Emily Kruger is in the house. What's up, Emily? We got Fiddle Chips chilling with us. Humphrey Bear is in the house. Keith Tate is also here. What's up, fam? We got Crunch Punch in the house. Leia Plus Size is here along with Lost Cause Clown. Mr. Fawful, one of my mods. Thank you very much for modding, keeping them up, keeping them in check. We got Mr. Neem 21 is in the house. Name, lowercase name, in the house. Thank you very much, Name. Rafa Balde, also a 12-month member. Thank you, Rafa Balde, for being there. I appreciate you, bro. Also a mod. Thank you very much. We got Ram Warrior 2500. Rockefeller Plaza is here. Rogue Thinker, Sergeant Giratina in the house. Also a mod. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Sledge is here, along with Cyfax, who will be joining us soon, and Thomas Nazareta. All right, guys, you know the routine. Hey, again, hit the like button. If you just joined us, we are about to get things kicked off. Let's go ahead and bring them out. First up, Rockefeller Plaza. What's good?
Evening, brother. What's going on, D?
Man, same old. Just chilling, trying to enjoy my Sunday. I hope your Sunday was good. Hope your whole weekend was good. When we last hung out on Friday, and then we kicked a little bit on Saturday, right? This Saturday was kind of.
I lost power to the fucking flash flood warning. I was like, I see you later.
Man. So we was on Syfax's stream. If you guys didn't know, we was hanging out on Syfax's stream on Saturday, and I joined in. And as soon as I joined in, Rockefeller dipped out. I was like, "Bro, what's up?" But he said, "Yeah, man, I had a flash flood warning, so I had to cut the power. Everything good now?"
Everything good. It flickered. I thought everybody saw it on stream. Like my whole house flickered, but I stayed online somehow. So I thought y'all saw it. That's why I was like, Zyfax, man, I got power issues, flash flood warning. They cracked really hard. So I was like jumping off. He's like, I didn't realize y'all didn't see it though, because my whole fucking thing flickered. Somehow I stayed online. I'm like, how did I stay online? Because everything went out. Crazy shit's happened, you know what I mean? But all good. I'm here now, bro.
Man, you know how
shout out to the
90. Also, let me bring the man on himself. Let me bring on Syfax. Hanging out.
What's going on? What's going on? Hey, man, I just want to say, hey, dude, I appreciate you, jumping onto the stream yesterday. It ended up being an awesome stream. We ended up going like 6 hours. Like, it was kind of crazy. It was, it was kind of gnarly. But hey, man, anybody that joined, obviously DA joined. T eventually came on for a little bit. I think the Saturday streams are going to be like a new staple for my channel, and I have a great time with it, and I think a lot of people have fun with it, and people show up for them, so that's pretty awesome. So hey, thanks for joining, and obviously, let's go.
Yeah, man, invite me anytime.
Dude, no, I'll be sending you invites more. I mean, I did mention it where it's like there's sometimes like even tonight. There I might do like an after party stream tonight because like I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. We'll see how the night goes. But I understand usually when you end you're done. You know, you're like, hey, I'm done, man. I got to get up early,
man.
Whatever.
So yeah, exactly. I get up.
I got an interview tomorrow at like 10, so I got some time to kill.
You got to get some rest too, yeah, man. I get up at like 3 or 4 o'clock every day. Every day I wake up at 3 or 4 o'clock and start my day. And then I just go until I crash out, which is usually in the middle of the nightcap. I'd be like, man, it's time to go to bed.
Even Rafa Balde is saying like, I popped back on a couple hours later and I couldn't believe you were still on. And I was like, dude, I like when I do those streams, when I do random streams or whatever, like I expect my intention is to go about maybe 2 hours, 2 hours. I think that's like a solid amount of time. And then going 6 hours is kind of crazy work, It's like, oh crazy, shit, man. Let's like
you out of control with that.
It's a lot of fun.
I'm glad you had a good time, man. I'm glad I was able to join in with it. It was a lot of fun. Let's get on with it. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Well, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. It's mainly about one topic, which is Marvel, because Kevin Feige came out. And he did one of those interviews where he drops a lot of little nuggets and then everybody's, spinning off doing multiple articles about it. But yeah, so we're going to discuss that. But before we do, we got to bring on the man. You know him. All right. You guys know this dude because he's always different. Every stream, it seems like he show up a little bit different. Uncle T. Black Lex in the house.
Dude, looking sharp. Like, what's with the Men in Black look going on? What's going on?
We got the Superman business to talk about. Curse you, Superman. Damn it. We're ready. Let's get into it.
What did Superman do to you?
Look how good this man's dressed right now for y'all.
T shows up a little bit extra all the time, man.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm telling you, man. I'm who your mom wants to take out. I'm telling you. I'm smooth, man. Smooth.
Too funny, man. All right, guys, look, let's go ahead and jump into this because, look, we're going to get to the MCU in a minute, but first off, we got to get back to the comment of the week. Kind of missed it last week because we had to do a rush job on because I was returning from Houston a week ago Sunday, and then I just had to throw together a DA's office real quick, so we missed the comment of the week, but we're bringing it back. This week, it's by Mr. NH718. The only thing the MCU is good for anymore is to be laughed at. You guys know, of course, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is in regards to Kevin Feige, shouldn't say Kevin Feige, but the Fantastic Four, and just the nonsense that's going on over there with this franchise right now. And now everything has become a joke. The Fantastic Four is a joke. It's coming up this week. A lot of people are going to not watch it. because of one guy and one guy only, Pedro Pascal. People are kind of checked out from him. But on top of that, it's just the MCU is just off the rails and nobody really knows where it's going anymore. So now pretty much it's just jokes. All right. What more jokes can we make about the MCU? So basically that was the comment of the week. Thank you, Mr. NH718. Does the MCU have anything left, or is it just a joke farm at this point?
I was watching Mr. Grizzly live earlier, making fun of Shills reacting to the Thunderbolts trailer.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's all we were doing, just laughing at people like, oh my God, this is the best movie ever. It's the best since then. People overreact to these movies that aren't that good. This is literally all we do is make fun of the MCU now because they haven't had legit good films. And the best thing to do is just try to make the best out of a bad situation by gently ribbing it nonstop.
This comment's a perfect representation of what happened after Endgame. Like after Endgame, Endgame, great. You know, like a lot of people like that. There's people who can, I don't know, maybe criticize Endgame all they want, whatever. But for the most part, it's a great ending to, what was it, 11, 12 years? It was like 11 years of like the MCU run that they had going on. And after that, everything afterwards is literally laughable. There's very few things that you can sit there and say, this is good. Like there's enjoyable moments in certain movies. You know, you got Spider-Man, you got the Spider-Man, what was that? No Way Home or whatever. And then you got Deadpool and Wolverine, but Deadpool was more than likely a holdover from Fox. So you got stuff like that that's out there. Other than that, everything has been fucking terrible. Like it's not been good. So that's
no, I agree.
That's a great comment, and it actually totally represents what's been going on for the last, I don't know, 5-6 years, give or take. About 5 years
since Endgame, which was in 2019. So the last 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah, Marvel. It's just been a dumpster fire. But you know what? We'll get back to Marvel in just a moment. But before we look, we got this. I want to show this because somebody else might be saying, curse you, Superman. And it's this dude. Listen, if you guys got a woman and you like your woman and you respect your girl and you want to, pop the question, don't do it in front of a Superman poster and don't catch it on camera, man. Somebody said James Superman is so bad it's ruining relationships. A failed proposal caught on camera. Let's listen to this.
Lois, will you make me the happiest?
No. Guys, y'all got to stop it, man.
I don't think they're even a couple. I think this is just some rando dude that walks into some girl that's admiring the poster and just you think I don't think this is real. Look, she's like kind of looking at it. He's probably like, Lois. She's like, what the fuck? No. I don't think they're a couple.
You gotta start you gotta know if you're gonna do this in public and you're gonna have your homie filming it. You gotta know. You gotta know that she's gonna say yes. You gotta know there can't be any doubt in your mind. Because this is embarrassing as hell. He got a Superman cape on and everything. This looks ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure that is his girl. Okay? Because she backed away from him like, nah, I don't no, stop it.
Her loss.
This is crazy shit right here, man.
Ladies, this is a man that deserves, you know what? You don't deserve him. This man's wearing a cape. You don't deserve him, lady.
He tried. He went all out.
That guy went above and beyond, and he got obviously he got shafted like that. That sucks, man.
Jazz hands.
And it's like I've already seen a couple of people say in the chat where it's like if the woman doesn't respect that kind of dedication, like come on.
It's
obviously
staged.
Maybe that.
Maybe it is staged. Maybe it isn't staged. But a lot of times this stuff ain't staged. It's real. And dudes be like just popping the question, and you don't know. You don't know she's gonna say yes. You don't know for 100% certainty. That's like, oh, no. It's a yes all day. I'm just saying that's the only point is you gotta know. All right. You gotta know for sure that it's a yes. It's an absolute yes. She's gonna jump all over you and hug you and kiss. If you don't know that, don't do it. All right. Do it in private somewhere away from the public. But don't be doing that shit. That's embarrassing, man. That's embarrassing.
I think it's just some bro in a cape walking into some random chick in front of it, just like pretending she's like, what the fuck? And like catching her off guard. That's what I think it really is. I'm hoping that's what it is.
Fan. I just feel embarrassed for anybody doing that shit. It's almost like the dude at the Coldplay concert getting caught up, and then the CEO has to quit his job because he's hugging up on his HR lady. And it's just like, hey, man, if you're going to be out in public, man, you better have everything lined up correctly. All right.
Enough of the
memes.
Better
know that it's all good, man.
Do Chris Gore and Alan have a Photoshop of them two doing the Coldplay concert yet? I wouldn't be surprised.
It's coming. It's coming.
If it's not out there, send me those pictures. I'll make it happen. I can do it. I've gotten way better at Canva. You'd be surprised.
So let's go ahead and move on. Superman, of course, is the topic of the week in terms of box office. Dropped only 54% in the second weekend. It should pass $400 million by Sunday. Look, is it successful? Is Soups successful? Is it getting the job done? I mean, it's $400 million, and it has passed 400 million, by the way. All right. When you go and look at the overall box office, at least according to Box Office Mojo, we're at $406 million worldwide, but it's coming up short internationally. From an international standpoint, this thing is coming up majorly short. If you were to look at this domestic, let's say it was doing domestically, generally, 235 million, which is good. If it was doing what it normally would do in an international circuit, we're talking about a movie that's already well over $500 million by this point, by its second weekend, and well on its way to $1 billion. That's what we would be looking at if this movie was doing anywhere close to what it normally does, a movie like this would normally do internationally, Thoughts?
Well, yeah, it's also battling against obviously Jurassic Park, right? So Jurassic Park came out the week beforehand, so that is already nipping at like the bottom end, and now it needed to like this isn't bad. Like the holdover, like that percentage and everything actually sounds okay. That's actually not that bad. But knowing that next week is Fantastic Four, which is a Marvel thing, so you're going to have Marvel versus DC in the next week now. You're about to see what happens in general. I don't know how much it's going to do in general, but it's definitely going to affect it. Like what's the third week drop, or the third week drop off, right? Is the third week drop off going to be like 80% or something? Because now they gotta clear space, and this is what I said earlier with the Jurassic Park, right? Which is like the IMAX and Dolby theaters, right? So they got to clear space for the new movie that comes out, and we've been talking about this and saying this for the last couple months in general. It's too many big blockbuster movies all in the same month, and they're all fighting for number one. And it's just a dumb idea. And you're about to see the aftermath of it, which all these movies are going to be underperforming in general. That's just what's going to happen. We saw it months ago. Like the writing is on the wall, and we're just experiencing it right now. Okay.
So I overshot the mark on this film a lot because I was hoping it'd make $1 billion because I was hopeful with James Gunn. I was just maybe too hopeful. I thought at least they got about 800 million if it was successful. This thing, I'm surprised at how much this has dropped off in the second week. You have to really bomb to take something like Superman or Batman or Spider-Man, the top three biggest one in the world, to not break $500 million, and which it's odd to me. James Gunn really missed the mark on this tremendously.
So you think it should have been at $500 million by now?
It should have been over 500 at least. That's damn sure. Like you said,
so why? Week? So yeah, well, I mean, I agree. I think with the international, if the international box office was holding up like it normally would in a case like this, it would have probably had $271 million internationally, because that's generally the split. It's usually a little bit higher from an international standpoint than it is domestically. And so for some reason in this situation, it's not. Like if we look at Man of Steel, let me go to
these
Man
numbers
of Steel.
are inverse. Like these numbers are inverse to what you normally see. And it is kind of weird to see.
This is Man of Steel, right? And you can see Man of Steel internationally. You can see it's about 56% of the take internationally versus 43% domestically. But it's like the reverse here, okay? With Superman, it's 42% internationally and 57% domestically. And so, yeah, they're coming up short from the international standpoint. Is Superman just not playing internationally right now? I know it's not doing very well in China. You know, like, why is this movie not playing well? Especially when you consider that they try to scrub out the American way and things like that, Americana. They're trying to scrub that out of these movies, and then it ends up not playing well anyway when it gets over to the, to the other countries and foreign soils. I feel like they should just say, you know what, screw it. We're just going to make movies for America, and if you guys don't like it, you don't like it. But trying to scrub all of this stuff out and for it to not even do anything big, the big numbers that you normally would expect on the international front anyway, it's like, what was the point? You might as well just made a movie for America and only America and just left it at that.
Well, I mean, I've said it before when it comes to China. Like China literally only gives 25% anyways. So it's like, like if you were to just play a movie out here, whatever theater is playing it takes 50%, maybe 60%, give or take, or whatever. There's a certain give or take. China like is one of the ones that gives like the least amount. So that's the one that I'm least I don't want to say offended by it, but or like I don't know, that might be the best wording for it. But it's like China doesn't like that shit doesn't matter. It could be like, oh, you got 80 million from China, and it'd be like, well, technically you only got 20 because you get a quarter of it. So who gives a shit? Like China's not the big one.
Talking about
the idea in general of international, whatever.
Well, like you're talking about a movie that they're going to use those China numbers if it's about.
For some reason, China's always the one to talk about.
We're $1 billion movie, regardless of what the studio's take is. They're going to quote that China number, or the China box office is a part of being $1 billion movie. Like Lilo and Stitch made money in China. I'm quite sure they ain't going to take them China box office numbers away. They're going to say, nope, made $1 billion worldwide. Lilo and Stitch, hoorah, we did it. So that's the reason why they use those China numbers. China's not coming in big for Superman right now, which is kind of strange.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm I know their take is like 25% or whatever. I get that part. But I guess I'm wondering, why is this movie specifically not rocking out overseas like it normally would in a case like this? Does anybody have any ideas on that?
I wouldn't be surprised if it has something to do with the damn yarn pour, whatever the fuck it's called, the war, the war part of it. This is the first Superman movie we've had where it's been like international wars. Now, what was it? Batman v Superman. He went somewhere real quick, and you see it. You barely see it. It's like they even paint everybody's face, so you don't know what fucking country it is. Like the Day of the Dead with skeletons on their face. This is pretty spot on when they're gonna save that. Like a lot of these countries probably don't want to see that shit. It's a negative take in the movie that's not hopeful. And
also some of these countries are literally at war. Like some of these countries are literally at war. So seeing war-torn things happening, and then America comes by to save it, like Superman being the savior, or like his name is the savior. Like they don't want to be saved by America. Like there's so much like hate towards America on other countries right now that like whether we want to say that political stuff is really out there or not, it is, and there are a lot of people who are reacting to it, and that's just the truth. So.
For when everyone was saying this isn't woke, or James goes to remember what I said a week ago? This isn't woke. It's definitely fucking political though, and a lot of people don't want to go to the damn movie theater to spend $15-$20 on a matinee to hear politics. I can hear that shit to death and everywhere I go, nonstop, and that's what James Gunn did. He squeezed too much politics in this shit. Nobody wants to hear that shit, man. Not movies. I mean, unless you're going to fucking see Vice about fucking Dick Cheney. I don't want to see that shit. My opinion.
Yeah, I'm just curious as to if this is going to make DC, change up what it is that they're doing when it comes to trying to attract international, audiences. Will James Gunn make a major decision? You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and focus on America, or is he going to try to lean in? No, we got to really go after those international audiences more and more and more. Is that what they're going to like? That's the question. What is James Gunn going to do as a response to this international box office looking as bad as it's been looking?
Cavill is bad.
No. The smart play would be actually kind of what you were talking about earlier. Is like, hey, make movies for Americans if you're making movies in America, right? Like you mentioned that earlier, and that would be the smart play. Like, for one, take these budgets down. Like, I mean, what's one that we've been talking about all week? Mortal Kombat, right? Mortal Kombat has like an 68 million. That has a massive opportunity to make a bunch of money. Like, stuff like that is where you need to start bringing these superhero movies down to. Maybe not 60, 100, 120, something that's reasonable that you can wrap your head around, type of deal. And you could do that and not jam pack it full of like 11 other goddamn characters when you're doing your start off or your grand sending DCU movie. It's like, hey, let's kick off our universe, and all of a sudden there's like 8 characters, and you're like, why is everybody's favorite character not the main character, the title card character? Like, stuff like that needs to not be there. You need to, I don't know, get in line with your, not just with your budget, but with I don't know, what people actually want. And they're not delivering, but there are some people who disagree with that. I disagree with it.
Look, you won't get no disagreement from me. I feel like all of these studios have been dropping the ball when it comes to audiences. They're not tapped into where their audiences are, and you end up with a divisive movie like Superman. All right, I've been saying it for a while. The main problem is that studios don't do what?
Listen to the fans.
That's it. Listen to the fans. T, 100%. Did you have any thoughts on what's going on with Superman from a box office perspective? Why it didn't hit overseas?
I think because word of mouth hit it. You basically have seen the whole movie through the trailer. Like all the important parts, and it's something you can wait to be on HBO Max in 3 months. And I also think maybe the audience is tired of you changing the lead character for characters that are, they're a mainstay. Shit, Daniel Craig did a bunch of Bond movies. You know what I mean? Like, you're changing your mainstay character in a generational change that you shouldn't do. You got away with it with Batman. You got away with it. Right. And you really didn't get away with it. It was just that nothing was out. So people just said, I'm a Batman fan. I'll go see Batman. There was no divisiveness or, oh man, a little bit of, oh man, we don't want freaking, Twilight Batman, but he wasn't very much Batman in the game, in the movie, or Bruce Wayne. They had a good supporting cast to prop him up for that particular superhero movie. Whereas this one, it doesn't have a good supporting cast. It has good supporting characters, but not a good supporting cast, not to me at least. And I enjoyed the movie, right? And I'm okay with change because I've been around for Christopher Reeves. I've been around for Lois and Clark. I've been around for that horrible Superman Returns. I've been around for Cavill. Would I have preferred Cavill to be in this role? Great. But I think because the movie is fucking silly, people have checked out, man. I don't want to see that silly shit, man. You want me to spend $20? I don't even know what it is in the international market, how much it costs, man. But they're like, man, do I get bread or do I see that whack Superman movie that I can freaking bootleg online?
Do I eat?
Yeah, do I eat or do I go see Superman? Like, and I think what hurt this movie, man. What hurt this movie is the fact that James Gunn has his name all over this. So I don't feel like it's a Superman movie. I feel like it's a gun.
It's a James Gunn movie for sure. Yeah, no, you're right. It's a Gunn movie all day long. Gunn put his fingerprints all over it. If you love Gunn, you're all in. If you don't,
it's gung fu. It's gung fu.
Yeah,
and that's not going over in the international market.
Let me hit these super chats before we move forward. We got a lot of them. Let's say what's up to Lost Cause Clown. Member for 9 months. Hail to the chat. Hail DA. Hail Cyfax. Love the content. Lost Cause Clown, thank you very much for being a member from 9 months. Not only that, he also gifted some memberships, gifted 5 Derek the DA memberships. Shout out to you, sir. Thank you very much. We appreciate the support. Helps keep the lights on. And yeah, thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much. We also got Dragon Master 0 drops 5 gifted memberships. Guys, you know the routine. Dragon Master 0, one of the top supporters. Make sure you give him some love. He got his own emoji. So thank him very much for the 5 gifted memberships that he donated to the channel. That helps build it up. That keeps people here. That helps you guys hanging out in the chat. More people will drop by, chill with us. And so you love it. You love to see it. Appreciate that once again, Dragon Master 0. We also got Bootzilla dropping 5 Derek the DA membership. Bootzilla also just got his own emoji, so make sure you give him some support, some love. Thank him. If you got a membership from Bootzilla, from Dragon Master, from Lost Cause Clown, make sure you guys say thank you. And then last but not least, Draconis drops 5 Derek the DA memberships. So look, all of the major supporters are here. They're coming through. We appreciate these fellas. Thank you guys so much. That's why you guys got the emoji love, okay, from me, because I appreciate that, and I want to appreciate you and let everybody else say thank you. So we appreciate that once again. Draconis, Bootzilla, Lost Cause Clown, and Dragon Master 0. A total of 20 new folks just became Derek the DA members. I appreciate it. And then lastly, we got Sergeant Giratina, one of the mods. He got 5 on it. Says Superman is flopping because Gunn turned down Metallo and Bizarro for characters that don't belong in his rogues gallery and due to a heat wave. Well, there could be some of that to be said. Yeah, maybe people weren't feeling another movie with Lex Luthor and they really didn't know much about Ultraman. And maybe that was the reason why. It's hard to say. I'm not sure how many people would have came flocking to the theaters from foreign countries to watch Metallo and Bizarro. It's a possibility that they would, but did Gunn pick the right characters, you guys, for this first one in the DCU?
I think so, because I think what he's possibly doing is, we were talking about Cavill earlier. You said being Batman. I think he's probably going to go the half brother route. That's why he did the harem. And so if we see another one, Henry Cavill might come back as a half brother that's actually here to initiate the harem like he's supposed to. And why haven't you, Cal? In my opinion, we could see Gunn do some weird shit like that. And so I'm like, that's why he already has Bizarro set up with Ultraman going into the other universe.
Yeah, I was about to say that is kind of like Bizarro right there, right?
That's already set up. Metallo is just waiting to be done. So it's not that he hasn't turned down; he just hasn't gotten to yet. Guaranteed.
I think we'll absolutely get Metallo. We'll get some. We're not going to get Zod. I don't think Zod's next. I think he's going to go to Brainiac. Or
I don't think he'll get Zod.
Could be Metallo, Parasite.
Brainiac would be the smarter choice. Yeah, Brainiac would be
I would get him out there as soon as possible, and because people have been
Cavill is Cavill is Brainiac.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, we were talking about that. Was it on George? I think
I was saying Cavill is Zod, man. I mean, obviously,
I don't think he's going to go Zod route.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going Zod. I just don't think they will. They might.
It's been too overdone. It's been overdone. Like,
we also got Mr. Neem 21 for $2. 6 out of 10 for Soups. Won't age well. Social media / politics. Yeah, like I do feel like when you add all of this social media stuff, it's like, James Gunn, make something that's timeless. Like, I feel like you need a timeless Superman, not something that's baked into current day, shenanigans like on politics and social media. Do something basic that everybody can watch for years and years and years to come. We need like a timeless Superman movie, a timeless Batman. I think like the Batman Begins is kind of timeless. You can watch that, pick that up at any point in time. It doesn't necessarily rely on what's going on today. You could just 10 years from now, 20 years, 30 years from now, you'll still be able to pick up Batman Begins and watch it. Great Batman movie. I think it just works on that level. But yeah, I think it's not going to age well. I agree with that. I don't think it's going to age well at all. It might be good now, but it's not going to be good. What's the matter, T? You muted? You all right? Okay. Yeah.
No,
but yeah, I agree
muted.
with that. Yeah, it was about a 6 out of 10 for me as well, Mr. Neem. So I'm right there with you when it comes to the score. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats, for the membership gifting. You guys are awesome. Let's go ahead and give some thanks and love to all of you folks who just got memberships as well as the member gifters. Here you go. And then, of course, our super chatters, you guys, thank you very much as well for donating. Hey, look, it's all appreciated. Thank you. All right, here we go.
Hold on, please, for a second. I didn't chime in. Look, the reason why I said this on the reason why I said this on Sci-Fact stream yesterday was Hollywood needs to get with the times, man, and they need to do more. They need to do if we want them to produce the movies that we want. They need to start doing crowd-funded projects and ask for fans' input on what they want to see. You need to do it needs to be serviceable based on what we want. Show me where the dollars went. $200 million, that's outrageous to pay for a film. Even over $100 million that's too much in production. Where is $100 million going in that in the value that I'm getting? Dude, if I see another fucking Superman movie with Zod or fucking Lex Luthor being the main character, you need to be past this, man. We need to be in the back of the house. We just in the front of the house. It's like open house, man, and we're not getting a full tour of the entire complex, man. Like, we need to be downstairs in the basement, everywhere, seeing everything. I don't want to see another fucking Batman movie where I see Martha. We need to be past Martha. I should have already seen Martha's bras. I should have seen everything. But instead, all we get is the same old, oh man, this roundabout thing, dude. They're doing it with Alien Earth, with all this stuff. Bring back macho guys in fucking. I'm tired of seeing the fucking Starbucks barista guy being the fucking superhero. I want to see somebody fucking win the fucking movie with fucking muscles and fucking bravado that fucking cusses and fucking spits and maybe fucking does a cigar or two. We need to see that. I want to see a crowd.
What you're talking about is 80s action hero.
I want to see that right now. What am I paying for? I don't want to see the guy that serves me McDonald's save my life. No, I am fuck it. I'm gonna be
them actors. Look, bro, actors are not doing that now, man. They're now it's the metrosexual generation. All right, these guys are Hollywood is soft now. We're not going to see Arnold Schwarzenegger with muscles on tops of muscles on tops of muscles.
Can I see a titty in the movie? When's the last time you seen a titty in the movie?
No, it's not happening, bro. We are now we're in a weak sauce, wimpy ass generation where men can't beat men. All right, that's the problem. We aren't in that generation. We ain't gonna get the Rambos and all of that shit no more. We ain't getting them dudes.
So what? Then give me a football player.
Who's the most masculine? Wait. Who's the most masculine action hero right now?
The Rock.
Alan Richardson or The Rock? The biggest.
Is that really The Rock is the most masculine action hero?
What's his name?
Biggest, Alan Richardson.
I would say Alan Richardson.
Like Alan Richardson or whatever, like he's pretty high up there. I would say the one that's most consistent that keeps doing even if they're kind of bad movies would probably honestly be Jason Statham. Like Jason Statham does the most consistent, like however you want to think about his movies, doesn't matter. He does
Van Damme of our time.
Yeah. I mean, he's doing the most. Like he has the most consistent movies like that in general.
Chris Hemsworth is solid. That's a good list. But I mean, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors, who I don't know, man. He kind of fucked up. I don't know about Majors.
I put Idris Elba before I put Jonathan Majors. I'm talking like big people that are like, like
give me somebody who's going to capture the mind.
People are saying like, "Oh, Statham is short as hell." Look, I agree with that, but he consistently puts out the most like like masculine
Look,
movies.
you got Keanu.
He just does.
I'm fucking tired of seeing the fucking Geek Squad fucking saving lives. I don't want to see the tech guy.
I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement with you, man.
You ain't gonna get no argument here. I think the question is what this is the direction Hollywood is going in, right?
And bring
Hollywood
back
has been
TNA.
going in this direction forever.
Can we get TNA? Can I get
yeah,
China
bro,
Pete?
he is 64 too.
Can we get
like
something?
Years old.
Jesus, man. I'm just saying for $200 million, I better see some, man. I better see sweat dripping down a nipple. I want to see fucking bring areolas back. You know what I'm saying? Make areolas great again. Shit. Can we get some?
Jason Statham is 5'10". He's not short. That's
man,
not short.
I guess everybody short to me.
That don't count. I want action heroes, dude. I want somebody to make okay, man, great, man. That was at least, man, geez, man. I want to lift weights, man, because at the end of the day, man, there you go. I want to see somebody who will say, hey, man, hey, you got any Band-Aids? Because I'm cut. I want to see that, dude. Can we get that on fucking line? Damn, dude. Damn, you know what?
Look, I don't think
that's where we are in society right now. Nobody wants a ultra masculine hero.
Listen,
I don't actually think Statham is there at all. But don't get me wrong. But he is the most consistent like person who's putting out like kind of the most masculine movies. Like he's the dude who's doing the job that you would want him to do. He'd be like, I'm a librarian, and all of a sudden he goes and he fucking murks a bunch of people.
Oh, he looks like my fucking financial advisor.
That's not the point. That's not the point. That's not what we're talking about. It's like
that's what I'm talking about.
If that's what you're talking about, fine. Yeah, maybe he doesn't look.
Wait. Keep talking. I'll be right back. Keep talking.
But he's doing like the movies that he's doing are representing the ideal that we're actually talking about, which is like a guy who goes out of his way to do the masculine thing and doing all that kind of shit. Like he has the most consistent movies that are out right now. Where he's
I haven't heard anybody mention.
He's like, I'm a beekeeper, and all of a sudden he's out there just fucking destroying people. You know, it's like you just know you're gonna have a fun, good time with that. But he's the most consistent actor that I could. That's the only one that I could say at the top of my head, or like the top of my mind in general. Is him. Other than that, like
name brought up a good one. John Cena. John Cena. He's doing it not only in
he's doing
Hollywood,
a lot of comedy. He's doing a lot of comedy right now.
Well, not only really. He's doing, Peacemaker just comedy. If you watch Suicide Squad, it's actually good, legit, like heartfelt shit. He's not doing comedy.
He was just in Head of State with Idris Elba also.
He can do serious roles. Just like
he does a lot of comedy.
Yeah, but he can also do serious roles. And in WWE right now, he's like a couple weeks ago we saw it.
He's okay. He's making the transition into something more serious, like Batista did. Like Batista went from like he was a goof off. Like they like doing that. They like taking these like massive motherfuckers and then they put them into random movies, like Guardians and stuff, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, I'm Drax, and Drax in the comics and stuff, like he's way more powerful than he actually is in the movies. But having somebody like that be a little bit goofy with it, like they like playing them off as goofy characters, and
I'm tired of
they're doing the same
GMO
shit
actors.
with, like Cena.
I don't want to see GMO actors. I want to see organic actors. I'm
in agreement. I'm in agreement.
Jesus, man,
I think what T is saying is, and again, this is my point, is I heard you guys talking about like wrestlers making that transition. Look, these guys can't act. They're good in wrestling, but when you get them over into a movie, they are one-note actors generally. Cena might have a little bit more to them, but they're one-note actors, man. And if you have to rely on wrestlers, former wrestlers, to get like a masculine actor, like you got a major problem in Hollywood, man. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Carl Weathers, you go all the way back, Dolph Lundgren. These were just actors, all right? Maybe some of them dabbled a little bit in sports, like, Carl Weathers played football or whatever. But for the most part, these guys are just into the acting game. They weren't trying to do anything else. Yeah. Maybe Jason Momoa. What do y'all think of Momoa? That was the name that I was kind of thinking of when it comes to
he's out of it. He's out of it. He was just wearing a pink jacket in Minecraft. No. No.
Well, yo, wait, time out,
But in Hollywood,
man.
you can't fault them for some a costume decision. You know what I mean? He's playing a character of an old burnt.
I don't want my
Arnold did Twins. He did Junior.
In
he
Minecraft,
was a
his
fucking
character
pregnant
was
man. What are you talking about?
His character was an egotistical, washed-up video gamer from the '80s who thinks he's awesome driving fucking Z28 Camaros. It's like
act like you got a fucking.
Didn't have to, but that's Hollywood costume director, and I understand, but I mean, if you're gonna be Hollywood,
hey, I'm sorry, I don't want to be a fucking fairy. Stop.
I don't want to either. I'm just,
I don't want to give out tooths. You know what I mean? I'm not giving dollars for being a Hollywood actor. Stop it, man. Stop it. Bring back Macho. I want to see blood sport. I want to see men chopping heads off and saying, spitting down people's throats.
Arnold did this shit.
And he was the
Arnold Schwarzenegger did this.
You want dudes spitting down?
You mad at Jason Momoa for wearing a pink jacket when Arnold was doing this?
Uncle T wants spit throat goats. Okay, like what the hell is going on?
No, I said a pause.
You literally said that.
It's a birthing person.
You actually didn't pause out of all the times
I
didn't.
You're not listening, man. I always give a pause.
Well,
I said
sit
down throat. Pause.
But my point is that. But my point is that you had Arnold Schwarzenegger was masculine enough to pull this off, and nobody blinked. Everybody was like, yeah, okay, Arnold's doing a little comedy with Danny DeVito. He did Twins as well. You had these little moments. It was like, okay, like this is what I'm talking about, man. Like we don't have like any actors that can get down and pull off something like this as well as a major action.
I don't want to see this. That's why
we had actors back then. We had actual actors.
This movie is forgettable. That's why he was the last action hero, because of this thing. I want to look $200 million for that. What? Twins made money? Cut it out. Cut it out, dude.
I was gonna mention Hugh Jackman, Aaron. I was gonna mention Hugh Jackman.
Ivan Reitman, bro. That's Ivan Reitman gold right there that we're talking about.
Hugh Jackman was definitely somebody that was like a good actor before he was always into being physically in shape. That just came with the Wolverine role. But yeah, Hugh Jackman was always an actor first. So yeah, that's a good mention too. Hugh Jackman is.
Yeah.
There are some questionable things where he does jazz hands, but that's just for being an actor. Where I think like the showman, But Hugh Jackman, shout out to him. He's awesome as fuck.
I don't know why everybody's that surprised in the chat. I am toxic masculinity. That's why I'm Lex Luthor. Look, I want to see the bad guy win. Bring back Macho. Pause.
Liam Neeson.
Let's talk about Fantastic Four. Speaking of bringing back Macho, let's talk about Pedro Pascal and the Fantastic Four. We ain't bringing back Macho in this movie. That's for damn sure. All right. Not even Johnny Storm is going to be Macho in this one. Hey, the first reactions, I did a video on same old stunt when it comes to the MCU, man. Oh, wait, something's happening. Hold on.
You're lagging out a little bit there, DA.
Oh, I'm lagging. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Yeah, it sounds like the internet wants to know.
You're roboting just a second, but I mean, you sound good now, but your camera and everything is
While we think about it, chat, is Pedro going to be the first MCU daddy? Sounds way better.
Bruh. Yeah, you seem good. You're spot on.
Good now. Okay, cool.
Yeah, way better.
All right. Fantastic Four first reactions. It's the same old story. All right. They start off telling you it's one of the best things Marvel has ever made. All right. It's got an amazing cast. The score is phenomenal. It's great. You guys are going to love it. That's the first. We always get this, right? Then we move to the critic reactions. All right. This is like the industry guys. All right. So this is your first set of reactions that comes from the industry boys. That's people in the industry, filmmakers, writers, directors, on and on. All right. People in the film industry praise it. Then it gets to the critics. The critics will be next. And I think they're dropping Monday or Tuesday. And then the critics are going, oh my God, it's one of the best things. I can't believe it. Marvel is so mad. We're so fucking back. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to get that from the critics, right? And then after the critics give their social media reactions, then we'll get the reviews. Now, the reviews are always a little bit more tempered than those social media reactions. And so those same critics who praise it will get out there and be like, yeah, it was like a 6 out of 10. Like they'll say that shit, but then they'll say, yeah, it's a 6 out of 10 in their actual review. All right. And then once the reviews are out, then we'll go and see Thursday, and the fans will like probably say this is the worst shit I've ever seen in my life.
It's the same old song and
cycle.
It's the same old song and dance. Same old song and dance every couple months, every time a Marvel thing releases at all. They're just like, "Oh, this is the best Marvel thing since the last Marvel thing." It's become a joke at this point. It's been a joke for years, but now it's like literally embedded into people's heads where you're just like, "Oh, I can't believe anything that any of these people say," and it's true because you go to you go and watch Thunderbolts, and you're like, "That was trash." Like I went and watched, or you go and watch Captain America 4, and you're like, "That was awful." Like you already know what it's gonna be before you watch it, and that's what you're gonna see with this movie more than likely. There's gonna be a couple scenes that you like. That's what it's going to be. Like you're going to go watch an hour and 50 minutes of a movie, however long this movie is, maybe 2 hours. And you're going to have a couple scenes that you're like, those scenes were cool. I got to see Galactus on screen properly. And then when you really think about the movie in general, you're going to be like, actually, it was trash. And that's what's going to happen. That's 100% what's going to happen. I'm calling it right now. That's what's 100%. Happening.
Yeah, you're right.
The Thing looked crazy as shit in this photo. He's shorter than fucking Vanessa Kirby, the fucking Sue Storm. And look how like unproportionate. He looked weird as shit. And I don't know. Don't get me started on his costume, like you say, Dave. Why the fuck they got turtlenecks on? These are the worst costume decisions I think I've ever seen. This is a horrible.
It looks ugly, man. It looks ugly. This sweater look that Reed Richards got is just fucking. It's fucking ridiculous.
Those are
everybody looks bad. Everybody looks bad. I don't know I know they're going for the retro whatever, but nah, this ain't it, player. You got to do better than this, Marvel. This ain't it. I'm not feeling this shit.
These looks like 1980s, 1980s, 1990s, like 1980s, 1990s, like little figurines that you would get. Like that's what they look like. Like from this distance of a picture, that's what it looks like, and that would work if it was 1980s, if not early 1990s. That would work, sure.
Are you saying
it's not? It's not then though. Like we're almost 25, like 35 years past where this should be. This looks awful. This doesn't.
What were you saying, T?
It looks like a cake on top of a wedding cake.
Oh, wedding cake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just think it was a bad choice. Correct. I probably I know they want to be more accurate and they try to put them in the colors. I would have went with all black if they were going to do this. I'm like,
I don't know what y'all tripping on that. I don't, man. Look, look, y'all got to decide, man. I said this about Super. Are y'all Team Fantastic Four or like you don't have to like Marvel, man, but be Team Fantastic Four, man. Like be rock with them, man. You may not like what they're doing with them, man, but rock with them, man. Look, we wouldn't have all this divisive conversations if there were no such things as the fucking Eternals, as the Marvels, as any of those whack movies, man. We would be all behind it, man. Pause. But the reason why is because they've been putting out whack movies and everybody's frustrated because, man, you messed up Captain America 4 when it should have been Captain Falcon, man. I get the anger and the disappointment with it, man. But don't lose sight of your favorite characters, man. These are your favorite characters. Rock with them, man. Be loyal, man, because it's going to get you in a bad.
Look, I like the Fantastic Four. I like the characters, Mr. Fantastic. I like the Thing. Those especially the Thing, man. That was when I was growing up. It's clobbering time. Like, oh yeah, man, that's my guy. I grew up with these guys, but I have to be honest. I don't know if the Fantastic Four will ever work. I don't know if these characters will ever work in film. They really haven't worked.
It's historically done terrible.
Let me say this. We've seen 3 movies, right? The 4th one, Roger Corman, we never saw, but we saw the 2 Tim Story movies, and then we saw Fan 4 Stick, and it's all failed. And this shit looks like it's about to fail too. Can the Fantastic Four actually be adapted to film? Is it just like really something you could do in the modern era? Or is this, they're going back to the 60s on this shit. They're going back to the 60s with this. So it's like, can a Fantastic Four really work in today's era?
Yeah, it can.
Why didn't the first one lost money? Or it barely, I think it barely made money. I take it back. It barely made money. The second one lost its ass. The third one lost its ass. And if you look at the Fantastic Four films, if you watch them, they don't hold up. Like even the good one doesn't hold up that well, because they didn't do Dr. Doom right. But overall, I think it's tough to get these characters right. I think they're the product of a bygone era from the 60s. That's when the Fantastic Four was at their best. And it's kind of hard to pull them off now. I don't know if this team can ever be done right. That's just how I feel about it, because they really haven't gotten it right. And it doesn't look like they're about to get it right this time. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel about it.
Because it's a TV show. It's not a movie. It's a TV show. They should have cut this up, like I told you before, as a TV show. It works as a TV show or a cartoon, and then you slowly but surely bleed them into a movie starring somebody else. If you say Dr. Doom with the Fantastic Four, then people will come. I mean,
hey, you know what?
If you would have thrown in the Fantastic Four around the same time that you threw in like Ant-Man, because that's when like some of these characters were more recognizable or like actually intertwined with the world that was going on, you might have been able to pull it off, but it's too little too late, and this is not the group of characters you want to introduce, and the way that they're introducing them doesn't seem to steal some words from not Iron Woman, or I'm sorry, what was that? Ironheart. There you go. Yeah, to steal some words from Ironheart. They're not iconic enough anymore. Like they obviously are the first family. They're the first Marvel family that was thrown out there.
Yeah,
but nobody actually gives a shit.
CD Stein 69, he says it right here. Fantastic Four has never been uber popular with the normies. To the diehards, they're really the first family of comicdom, but to casual fans, I don't think so. That's kind of how I'm feeling. I don't know if the Fantastic Four will ever be adaptable into regular, general, mainstream for the normies movies. I don't know if they can do it, because they failed. Like, honestly, they have failed so far in 3 attempts, and this is the 4th attempt, and this shit looks like it's about to fail. I don't know. I mean, I want it to work. Look, I'm not one of these people that just hates for the sake of hating. I look at things and I try to call it like I see it. This don't look like this is going to work. All right. Sue Storm as the fucking leader of the team. You got Silver Surf her. All right. You got a cucked Reed Richards. You got a bitch made Johnny Storm. Like, what are we doing here? This ain't the Fantastic Four. So I'm already kind of like, I don't know if this is going to work. And then I start looking at the other Fantastic Fours. Maybe this shit just don't work for today's era.
It's not going to work. Like the obvious thing is it's just not. It's not going to work. Like
that's what I said about
these characters haven't worked. The first movie didn't work. The 1990s one didn't work. The Fan Four-Stick one didn't work. Like I was about to be talking about that too when I was about to kind of cut in, but you went ahead and said you basically said what I was going to say. But I was just like, yeah, that like these things do not work. Like something about these characters don't work. And you're in an era of Marvel right now to where these characters, for one, the characters themselves wouldn't work in this era at all, but you're also not emphasizing the things that could make them awesome in the way that they can be awesome. And you're also in an era where you're emphasizing the wrong characters, like making, like what you just said, like making Sue Storm the main character. People are tired of girl bosses. They're tired of it. Stop doing that shit. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to do that. She's going to be like, oh, I'm giving birth. And like, I'm giving birth to like the most powerful being ever, but I'm also the strongest woman, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be fucking insufferable. You know what I mean? It's going to be terrible.
That's not the question. Is Fantastic Four adaptable? And it's like, yeah, just like people said Avengers and Iron Man wasn't. This is a great. If you have the Marvel's comic book with the Fantastic Four, a Human Torch, a man consistently on fire and burning nonstop, can go supernova. That's a fucking crazy story as is. If told right, like it's like almost like a horror film. And you got like Josh Trank did with fucking Mr. Incredible. I can't believe I've heard that they're not going to do like bulletproof read in this. They're not even gonna do any kind of crazy powers. He barely stretches his fucking arms and his legs.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's lame, man. The use
Wait,
of
what's the
Mr.
point of being a
Fantastic's
superpower?
powers is gonna be so
You got
lame, bro.
4 of the coolest
Fuck
fucking super strength, invulnerability because you're a fucking rock, so I can throw you off a damn building out of a fucking plane. You're not gonna get hurt. You know what I mean? That's what Josh Trank was trying to show in his. He didn't showcase it good, but Invisible Woman. You know, you got fucking you got a fucking force fields that you can project places.
The only good representation of like stretch powers like that in anything that's been done has been
Incredible.
One Piece. No, it's been One Piece.
Mr. Incredible.
The
live action.
The Incredibles with cartoons, fine. Yeah, you can do it
live
with
action. Yeah, you're
live
right.
action was going to be One Piece, and that was like the best representation that you could have got, and they couldn't even replicate that. And you could tell because it's not even shown in any of the trailers or anything like that. They know that whatever capability that they have going on is not up to par with freaking Netflix. Like, come on, you can't even beat Netflix. Get the fuck out of here!
Oh, shit, man. Hey, man, Netflix is a top G. What are you talking about? Netflix is top dogs up in here, bro. They ain't no little slouch no more, man. They big.
I'm in agreement to a certain extent, but at the same time, hey, if you're gonna be like, hey, let's drop the first family of Marvel and your Disney, you got way more money than Netflix does. In theory,
hope so.
In theory,
well,
but they can't compete. Shit, get
out
of here.
Honestly, Netflix could probably buy Disney right now. They got a lot of bread over there, man. Look, real quick, I want to put a poll up because I want to ask you guys, can Fantastic Four be adaptable or not? But first, we got to close out the first one. Superman, flop or not? You guys weighed in on that. 44% of you guys said it's too early to call. 42% said yes, it is a flop, and 14% says nope. Soups is a success. So most of you guys said it's too early to call. I'm ending the poll, and then we're about to drop a new one. So here's the question I got for you guys. Can Fantastic Four can Fantastic Four be adapted? I don't know. It's like, I don't know how to phrase this question, but I just don't think it can, but I want to hear what y'all say. Can it, or is everybody just fucking it up? You know, that's kind of the question.
Can it be adapted properly?
Everybody's fucking it up, or it can be adapted, and everybody's fucking it up, or no, it can't be adapted because it's way back in the 60s. That's when Fantastic Four was at its peak, and it's not the 60s anymore, obviously. All right, we're in the 2020s. So that's the question that I got. Go ahead.
I think T was right when he was talking about like it should be a TV show, and then you can actually flesh out a lot. Like the Fantastic Four stuff is like even the comic books seemed like they were a week to week basis type of thing. So to try to throw a bunch of that crap into one movie, but just one movie, and they're like, oh, in 2 hours we get to discover all these characters and how each one of them are. It probably doesn't work, you know, but like I would say,
T brought up a good question. Why didn't they do a cartoon? Why didn't they do an animated like cartoon to kind of bring people in? Like instead of doing that friendly neighborhood Spider-Man shit, why not do a Fantastic Four cartoon and reintroduce?
That would have been a good setup.
Yeah, like just set it up for this year. Like you could have put that out in January. And then everybody would have, you could have ran, however many episodes you was going to run. And then at least you have some buzz going on around your characters. And then you can drop your movie. Like, why not do shit like that? Because they used to do that. I think when the Fantastic Four Tim Story was out, they had a Fantastic Four cartoon. They had a companion cartoon at that time. That's to me is the way to do it.
They had the Fantastic Four drop into random cartoons back in like the 90s and like the late 2000s, or the late 90s, whatever. Like they had them show up, and like Spider-Man cartoons. They'd be like, oh, now he made the Fantastic Four, and stuff like that works. Like they work in like increments, but they don't work well when they're the main focus. It just doesn't work. Something about them just doesn't resonate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
It doesn't even work in the cartoons.
That cartoon, T, did you ever watch that Fantastic Four cartoon?
From the 90s, I watched. I didn't like that other one because it was like anime style in early 2000s, like 2005, 2006. I didn't like that. But the one from the 90s and 70s, those are two. Those are really good. I mean, they were justifiable. You know, I like the Fantastic Four, man. You know, I didn't like that last one, dude, with that crazy looking Dr. Doom and that actor. You ain't seen him. You haven't seen basically any of those actors since, except for Michael B. Jordan. I mean, you know, Disney. If Disney wants to fail, man,
hold up. Top Gun Maverick. We seen our boy, didn't we?
Was he? Oh yeah.
Have you seen every actor? Kate Mara. You seen all of them actors still, except for Homeboy. That was the thing, but no one knew who the fuck he was anyway.
But I'm just saying, like, period. Like nobody's. I'm gonna go see the movie, man. Regardless, man. I'm just tired of complaining, man, and not doing anything about it, man. Either you're gonna go see the movie, you're not gonna go see the movie. You know what I mean? It's the Fantastic Four, whatever, man. Disney hasn't got anything right since Endgame. You know, period, dude.
Again, this is the film that's adaptable, man. It's got more than enough juice on the meat on the bone for any actor that's hungry. That wants to make a fucking awesome film, whether they want to make it scary, whether they want to make it thrilling, exciting, whether they want to make it
on the bone,
adaptable. This is fucking prime for the taking. You can walk right in the back door and take what you want. The way you want it, you can just shove your fist right in the project.
Wait a minute, what is going on here? Hold on, pause.
Your back door.
Pause now.
That one coming in the back door.
Look, this is the Fantastic Four cartoon. This is the one you say you didn't like. This is from 2006, which was
trash, garbage.
I didn't watch it. Honestly, I'll be honest, I didn't watch it. But I mean, you know, world's greatest heroes, Doomsday. Ooh, Doomsday.
Crazy.
That is awful.
That looks awful. Torch look crazy.
Yeah, that looks terrible right there, man. God damn.
I could do better than that. I could do better than that in like 13 seconds. I'm not even trying to sketch that shit.
Yeah, no wonder
this shit where's Emily at?
You don't want a toy that looks like that? Come on. You want a toy like that right in your background, don't you, DGA? Like, you just want it right there. Light it up. Come on.
Look at him. He looks like an STD. He looks like an STD. Get him out of here, man.
This looks terrible, man. This looks terrible. They fell off so hard. Look, animation in comic book, it fell off hard in the 2000s, man. We got some trash going in 2000. That in the 90s, there is one. Hold on. I know there was one in the 90s. That's just the first one I pulled up. Hold up a second. There had to be one in the 90s, right?
What was I watching the other day? Those WB animation.
What's it? Didn't they have it in like Avengers, Mightiest Heroes, or Mightiest Heroes?
No, they had their own thing, man. They had the Hulk on there. I think they had the Hulk. They had a bunch of like.
They had an episode with like the Fantastic Four in it, but it's like it's crazy. Like the shows that you might remember them from that were actually decent, where they only had like an episode or two. Like they weren't a main focus. Like I mean, they were a focus for an episode. That was it.
Look at those rockets.
This looks a lot better. This looks like that's like their little origin story. I guess this was like how they opened up every episode. Yeah, the animation actually looks better here in the 1990s. What is this? I think this is 94.
94. They actually farmed this out because they changed the animation for the second season because I think the company that originally owned the animation sold to the other thing and they found it cheaper. But even with the animation change, they got weaker in the second season. It was still a good storyline. It was great. It was cool.
I didn't watch either one. I know they had them. And I might have tried to watch it. Didn't get into it.
Yes, Nick is correct. Now, Nick is totally correct. I got that confused. Season 2 intro was definitely better. That's correct. I got that inverted. Sorry.
Now y'all making me want to listen to these damn intros. Hold on. Let me listen and see what it sounded like.
What I remember was the Spider-Man cartoon. I remember like them showing up like, every now and then in Spider-Man.
Hold up. Let's listen.
A little bit earlier.
Can y'all hear it?
Barely. Sound like Jazzercise.
Can't hear it, D. Come on, man.
There we go. Now I can hear it. Hit by cosmic rays. This song sucks.
No need to fear, they're here. Just call aboard.
This is.
Don't need no more.
All right, I don't need to see no more
Reed Richards is elastic.
I don't need to
Give
see
you a
no
reach
more of
around
that.
in your.
All right, y'all said, wait, hold up. I guess they only got one season on this. I got my Disney Plus plug. It's on Disney Plus if anybody ever wants to watch it.
It's a great watch. Great watch. You'll have fun, man. It's like 26 episodes. You love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see season 1, season 2, but yeah. Wow. Yeah, that was
before my time.
See, this is what they should have had to lead into this one. They needed a cartoon that really brought people, or something, an animated series. Instead of doing Spider-Man, like, why do Spider-Man? Do Fantastic Four. Do something in your own universe that is going to build up this current movie. Because now I don't give a damn about what's going on with the Fantastic Four. The only thing that's got me, like somebody said, it's just about the laughs. It's about the jokes. All right. It's about, look, it's about shit like this right here. Did y'all see this?
Yep.
Let's watch together. All right. I did a video on it, but I don't know if T watches my video, so I got to check it out with him. All right, here we go.
Pedro has played a father in so many different texts, a found father figure. But do you think it's safe to say that Reed is the first capital D daddy in the MCU?
Are there not other fathers in the MCU?
Oh, I mean daddy.
Oh,
Yeah,
daddy.
different to father.
Daddy.
Capital
No.
D.
I would.
T, you all right?
You fucking fruits, man. Get the fuck out the way, man. I miss when you just had your own fucking shit when you go to fucking Lago only and you would be on that fucking channel. But now you motherfuckers are fucking just bleeding out into the fucking city. You motherfucking, man, take your ass to the fucking produce section. Act like you got it. You motherfucking frost tip motherfuckers. Get out of here. Shit. I'm gonna put your ass in the Phantom Zone. Fuck. Hey, fucking Tessamacher, give me the goddamn Phantom Zone. Man, put these fucking motherfucking fruits in the goddamn fucking. I don't give a shit how you don't like it on the TV. I don't like that shit. Fuck, act like you got a fucking pair of fucking balls. Pause. Shit. God damn it. Shit. What is this shit? God damn it. You got Pedro, and fucking Pedro means Peter, which is a pause. Peter fucking Pascal. Fucking Jesus Christ, man. The whole fucking world is on a fucking pause. But look at this motherfucker. This motherfucker is, look at him.
I don't know what this dude is. This dude right here.
His age, D. Look at him. And he'll try to say he's 30. That motherfucker is 30-60. That's a new age right there. He's 30-60. That's the age of him. He's trying to play like he in his fucking 30s. That motherfucker is 50-80. 50-80. A new age. What? God damn it, man.
Look, T, I know you hadn't seen it, so I needed your authentic reaction to it. Look, let's play it again, all right? Look, you can see her face. Vanessa Kirby.
I legitimately.
You got a lot of
low 6. She's a low 6. That's what y'all want. You want low
Botox. There's a lot of Botox going on here. I don't know why she decided to look. There's a lot of Botox happening in this particular photo. But anyway, let's listen to it again.
Do you think it's safe to say that Reed is the first capital D daddy in the MCU?
Are there not other fathers in the MCU?
Oh, I mean daddy.
Oh,
Yeah,
daddy.
different to father.
Daddy.
Capital
No.
D.
I would, okay, no. The first capital D daddy in the MCU, no. I would say he's in a group of capital D daddies. There are a lot of daddies in the MCU, if you're asking my opinion.
Tony Stark's pretty daddy.
Tony Stark is daddy.
Chris Evans pretty daddy.
Yeah,
you're right. There's actually it's a daddy party.
It's a daddy fest.
Fest. Trust me.
You're lucky to stick out in the daddy fest. I hope they're nice to you.
I'll use my
He has
stretching
a
powers to
fucking
stick out.
moo. He has a fucking. Does he have a fucking nightgown on? Does he interview? Them motherfuckers are flirting. What the fuck are we watching, dude? Shit.
Who are they selling this to? Kids?
This might be the gayest fucking thing that I've ever seen.
Folks.
Jesus
Let's
Christ.
bring in some more folks that might have an answer to this situation. Shout out to Hope, my dual shocks. Katie and Andy, what?
What's going on, guys?
I'm gonna turn it over to you guys. What's going on here?
They continue to have incompetent people who are no longer journalists interview them because what are we doing?
That's gayer than asking, is this the gayest Star Wars ever? Remember with R2-D2's? Like, that was gayer. This was gayer. Like, I've never heard the word daddy splurged out so many times and been so uncomfortable.
I have the right response to this, but it might get taken down because it. Oh no! Well, I can't say it on YouTube. Like it would be what in the effatry is this? F word slur. There you go. I'm not gonna say it because it's on your channel. If it's on my channel, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna let it ride. But I think that would be the proper response there. What in the effatry is this? Like,
they're not professionals. These people are not actual journalists. I don't know who they're hiring to do these interviews, but like, are they just pulling people off the internet? Like, who is that man?
They're pulling people off for sure.
Who the hell is that?
I'm about to say they're catering to their audience.
There's way too much pulling off going on. Yeah,
they have twinks. If you ever go to the parks, it's nothing but old men with younger twinks, that are like getting married there. So I think they're catering to their audience like this, like daddy. They're looking for younger men to groom. It's not that hard to figure out. This is horrible. They're not even hiding it anymore.
Batting their eyes at each other. You better pause. Don't show that. Lose this in the archives. You're gonna let somebody sit there with a mobile on and man titties ask you about, are you the fucking daddy? I wish you fucking would. I wish you would say, I'm the pappy. Fuck no. Get out of here with this shit. God damn it. God damn it.
That's not the worst. Did you play the other clip for what they asked Vanessa Kirby?
Oh no, I didn't. I missed that. Do you have it?
Oh my! I have to. I don't know if you want to play. They call her the.
Wait. Is it safe for me? It's safe for YouTube.
I probably not.
You know what? Never mind. You can put it in the private chat if you find it.
No, they call her "See you next Tuesday." They say for her face that she makes when she's doing her powers, and they're trying to make it seem like it's a positive thing. And Pedro Pascal gets in on the whole conversation, and because she was like appalled, she was like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, why would you say that? And he was like, oh, no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Like, who the fuck are these people that they're doing these interviews?
That should be safe for YouTube. Unfortunately, it's not.
No, I haven't seen it. If you have it, throw it up in a private chat and I'll look at it. But yeah, I haven't seen it yet. That's wild.
The best part of the interview is Vanessa Kirby's reactions when they ask, have you seen Andy before the Pedro even answers? She's like, yeah. Like she's just so uncomfortable by the situation. She doesn't want to. What the hell did I sign up for?
Are you going to let a man ask you about being a daddy with a chili cheese titty shirt on? Are you going to let somebody look at him? Look at this dude. That's Dr. Vroom, not Dr. Doom. What are you doing? What are you doing?
D. Just a correction, sir. It is a capital D daddy.
Right, I hate that I hate that these are even conversations right now. Like the fact that this is being brought up at all. I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing? Like this
look at the male gaze. I mean, look at the male gaze.
This is insane to me.
You know what? Somebody said it. Her eyebrows are like wild. She got some.
Just thinking that those are insane. Like, damn.
That's what y'all wanted. I told you she was a low 6.
Yeah, I take care of mine more than she take care of her. That's crazy as shit, bro. I didn't even realize.
I got back hair that's more refined than that, dude. Like that's crazy.
There'll be sideburns in 2 months. She keeps it up.
Somebody couldn't trim them up, like just take a trimmer to that shit, man. Trim them shits up, man. That's crazy, right there, man.
She low key looks like a toothbrush. She looks like a toothbrush tip, but it's all right.
But yeah, she nods at the daddy comment, like, okay, that's on you, daddy, and shit like that. Like, what in the fuck is going on here? But see, this is what the Marvel Cinematic Universe has turned into. It's turned into a big goddamn joke fest, man, where we just crack and laugh, and we don't really give a fuck about the movies anymore. We just here to laugh at the dumb shit like this that we see from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. All right, I honestly just want my comics back. Can I just get my comic books, movies back, and all of these weird fuckers who like to talk about daddy, this and all that? Man, y'all can get lost, man. I just want to get back to just good comic book movies back in the day where they didn't care anything at all about comic books. Like nerd shit, they used to laugh at nerd shit. Now they taken over our domain, and they're talking about is Pedro or whatever the biggest.
These people are insufferable, is what it is.
Fuck.
They're fucking insufferable people asking the dumbest fucking questions, and then some reason they get highlighted. They're just like, oh yeah, here's the highlight. They're fucking awful. Everything is terrible about what they say. It's terrible.
Wait, what were you saying, Andy? I didn't hear you.
Sorry, no, I was just saying they're degenerates. It's the same thing they did with Star Wars. Everything's through this weird kink lens. It's never like for love of the actual IP. It's always they're not real fans. They're shippers. They're people who are making fan art of like people banging on Reddit. They don't actually like this stuff. They just like making it lewd.
Which
and so,
is also why you had people interviewing for the Daredevil show asking if he was the sluttiest superhero. I'm like, who the fuck cares about any of that?
And then those of us who are actually interested in the comics and the characters just rolling their eyes like, dude, what are y'all doing? Like, how are these people the ones that have access to talk to these people?
Right.
Of all people, yeah.
Right.
Those are not the questions. Those are not the questions that any of us want to ask. Those are not the questions. And then those are the ones that get highlighted, and it's stupid. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see the did y'all see this popcorn bucket? I'm gonna put it in the private chat. It was shared on George's show earlier today. I'm not gonna show you. It's a joke. It's not a real popcorn bucket. It is absolutely not a real popcorn bucket, but I'm gonna share it. This is how wild shit is getting. Yeah, Tom from Midnight's Edge had posted it up. This is how wild things are right now with the Fantastic Four. Yeah, we can't share this. We can't put this out there. We can't put this out there. But you can share it with your friends, I guess. But it ain't going on my channel. That's for damn sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see the one though, the popcorn bucket where it's Pedro Pascal and his butt is huge?
Yes. 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 I saw that. That they were showing that on George's show. Yeah. It's so much weird, kinky shit going on with this stuff, man. And it's all because of Pedro Pascal. If it wasn't for Pedro Pascal, I think we would just have a normal ass movie.
Y'all
but this dude brings
Pedro Pascal don't miss. Pause. And I mean that pause. He don't miss. And y'all are on his helmet, dude. Pause. And he is tell me something he didn't miss that. Nothing. He is for sure fine. Now, he might do some weird stuff. I'm tired of this weirdo shit, man. Cut this weird shit out, man.
That's how I feel, man. I am tired of
He's
weird
missing
shit.
like every fucking thing he's done outside of Narco and fucking Game of Thrones. Outside of that, he hasn't done anything worth a shit.
No, T's right. I hear he's quite the catcher. He doesn't miss.
Yeah, no, he's
now we know that's going down.
He's just soaking it up. He's just soaking it up. There you go. I'm like, there you go. He's just a sponge. There you go.
Bruh. How do you guys see Fantastic Four doing this weekend? Box office wise. Is it coming over 100? Is it over 100 million? Is it less than 100 million? No, well, I think it's going to be over 100. Is it over? Will it beat Superman? Let me say that. Will it beat the 125 that Superman got?
I don't
it
think
had
it
all them
beats Superman.
pre-sales. So I mean that's a big crazy jump on it. This is hard.
I think it'll be the same.
I think everything they've said about Fantastic Four is a lie, to be honest. The past 3 months of hype, like I don't feel hype talking to anybody.
It had 2 months of pre-sale. Come on.
Yeah.
It feels like
it had 2 months of pre-sale. That's crazy.
It feels like a timeshare. Like the way people talk about a timeshare, like people are looped in and everybody's like, I guess I'm going to go see it because I paid 2 months ago. But like if someone wants to buy my ticket from me, I'd sell it to you.
You guys, everybody going, right? Is everybody going to see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we all go watch this stuff because we watch it in general. Come on. Like, obviously watch it, but we're not the regular audience. Like we talk about this stuff. That's different. That's way different. Like I don't see it doing all that well in general. Like it's not going to do that well, man. Like it's going to have a okay opening, but I've been saying this and we've all actually been saying this. Look, you got you got Jurassic World, you got Rebirth, you got Superman, and now you got this coming out all in the same month. These things, the biggest thing that they got going against each other is that they all release in the same month, and that's a stupid idea. They should have done it June, July, and an August release. And each one of those movies probably would have done a lot better doing that in general. So this one coming out at the end of it it's not gonna do good. Like
I agree.
What the projected thing is 108 or maybe 110. It's not gonna do better than Superman, in my opinion, or what I see in general. But well, I mean, we'll see, I guess. But
We'll see.
You don't want it to do better than Superman, you bigot.
That's fair. I don't want to do better than Superman,
Hater.
but at the same time, I don't think it's going to do better in general at all.
If anything, it feels like, remember when Captain America: The First Avenger came out, and it came out towards the end of July, back when it was first released, and it had okay numbers. I think to expect it to do $1 billion is unreasonable. I think the presence to this feels like a throwaway movie, and this is the last blockbuster hit for a while. I mean, release for a while. So, I mean, no one's looking forward to this. They just wanted to hurry up and be done with. And then after this, we're not getting another Marvel movie until next December. That's horrendous. You know what I mean? Like,
that's crazy. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's no good, dude. I hear Wonder Man's supposed to be okay, but whatever. We'll see.
When's the next Marvel movie?
Not till December of next year.
I thought we were getting this summer, like Spider-Man and shit like that.
Spider-Man, but yeah, that's not that's Sony. Sony's making that, but it's in the MCU still. So yeah, we're getting Spidey next summer, and then we'll get Avengers Doomsday in December. And this is supposed to set up Doomsday. Yeah, this movie's supposed to set up Doomsday, so we'll see how this sets up Doomsday. I'm in the current poll. Can Fantastic Four be adapted for live action? 75% of you guys says yes, but Hollywood sucks. All right. And then 25% said no, it's a product of a bygone era. I don't know if did I ask you guys, Katie, Andy? We were talking about it. It's just Fantastic Four really hasn't been adapted well for film. Can it be adapted for film? Or is it something that just existed? Hey, it was great in the 60s in the comics, and it's fine there. But when you try to bring it into a live action for the general audiences, they just haven't really rocked with it.
I don't feel like they're giving him much of a chance. Like your video earlier I was watching, dude, Feige's exposing himself, dude. This is like, how is he allowing this shit? Like, how incompetent is he? And then we're constantly hearing that people want wholesome. Everybody's saying we want to return to the Superman's supposed to be wholesome. People want wholesome. Well, what's more wholesome than Fantastic Four as it is in the comics? But then you've got these people out here talking about all this, like, daddy this inappropriate, like, gay stuff. Like, this should be a layup for families. It should be like the Incredibles level of just literally paint by numbers. Don't offend anybody and just have a cool family story, some cool CGI. And then you even got like the stupid robot. Like they've got the merch in the film too. Like this should be easy.
Yep.
Name a movie besides Thor, Love and Thunder that's fun in Marvel. And without naming Guardians of the Galaxy #1. What's a fun movie?
That the Marvel? First Ant-Man.
Well, I mean, for kids, Ant-Man 1.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Ant-Man.
That was 11 years ago.
Yeah. Phase 1, and right at the end of Phase 1 is it. I mean, besides that, they're not like geared towards kids anymore. I don't think they're fucking geared towards teenagers. I think they're geared towards dumb fucking adults. I don't know who the fuck their target audience is anymore. There's like, it's no. I don't know. I'd like to see the demographic that they got up on the board. Like, this is who we're selling to. Like, fucking idiot.
Understand. This is who you're selling to. This is your Reed Richards. All right. This is the guy. This is who Marvel is trying to attract. Not comic book fans. All right. They don't care about the comic book fans anymore. They care about people doing this silly shit. And so, yeah, like to your point, Katie and Andy, or Andy, when you see this is what instead of focusing on story, it seems like they're trying to attract all of the fringe weird shit that's out there, you know? And when you got this dude as your main star, this is Reed Richards, ladies and gentlemen. This is Reed Richards doing this. It tells you everything you need to know. You know, this is where Marvel is at right now.
I might have posted a picture I made earlier, and I think it's pretty relevant to the conversation. But you know, it's there if you want to bring it up. I mean, it's just right there.
Look,
And
white. We got to move on. And look, I already know. I see it right there. Sci-Fax. Sci-Fax is crazy.
Hey,
man.
I'm gonna bring it up. I'm like, come on, it's my picture. Let's go. I'll remove it.
Thank you, sir. Yeah,
it's pretty funny though. Come on,
it is funny. No, you showed it last. We showed it on your show. It's funny as hell.
I know.
I'm not going there. I'm not going there. But thank you for your participation. All right, let's talk about Blade. So apparently, Kevin Feige says there was 4 versions of Blade, and they finally decided on a take set in the modern day. We didn't just want to put a leather outfit on him and have him start killing vampires. Why not? That would have worked. That would have been just fine. That's all you needed to do.
That's literally everything everybody wanted.
It's like, just give us Blade. What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh,
why is Kevin Feige so bad at this? Like, why are you so? You made supposedly the first 3 phases of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Everybody pats this man on the back and says, "Oh my God, Kevin Feige is amazing. He's incredible. He's this, he's that." And this guy can't figure Blade out. Can somebody make it make sense for me?
He's incompetent.
Well, no, it's not incompetent because he knows better. It's the ulterior motives, because you look at those scripts, none of them are really about Blade. It's how can we use Blade to tell these other stories? Like, an incompetent director would just make a bad Blade film. He's not even making a Blade film.
Yeah. It's just, this guy is so bad at his job, man. It's truly incredible how bad Kevin Feige is. And to me, Blade, not being able to get a Blade movie off the ground in 6 years, he announced this at Comic-Con 2019. And in 6 years, he couldn't figure it out. And now he is settled in on the script. After 4 runs at the script, he's finally settled in on it. That's wild to me, man.
Up until now, all we've had him do is a little voiceover. Are you sure you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman? That's all he's done in the MCU. Besides that, like, we didn't even, if he didn't do that voiceover, we could just ixnay and they'd be like, you know what, get a new. But now, because we have to stick with him and do this Blade. So this end credit scene for Eternals, something that they're never going to fucking use on part 2 or in Avengers, makes sense because what? What are you talking about? Stop making end credit scenes, especially the ones that ain't going to go nowhere. Stop doing that shit.
I agree. Hey, let me hit these super chats. I don't want to let them go too long. Thank you very much, guys, for your patience. Mr. Neem 21 for $2 says, sick of gaslighting and anti-consumerism from Disney. Oh, 100%, man. That's all Disney is about, man. They have bought all of these properties. Star Wars, Disney, Pixar, Marvel. They bought all these properties and they don't know what to do with them. And all they do is just kind of destroy them. Run them through the gamut of, remake them, give them a whole lot of sequels. Nobody cares about this shit anymore. It's sad. Disney has a lot of great properties, but they don't know what to do with them. So, yeah, I agree 100%, Mr. Neem 21. Thanks for that, too. Null White for 2. Pedro wants meat on the bone in the back door. As T would say, pause. Yes, I agree. Yeah, it's Pedro is a different dude, man. I don't know how this dude ever got to be Mr. Fantastic. All right. Like the greatest, like the smartest man in the universe, Reed Richards. Of all characters, you make Pedro Pascal Reed Richards. That's just not a fit at all, man. But yeah, 100% agree. Thank you, Noel White. Jay Denar 89. Fantastic Four films has too many things working against it in addition to its campiness. Girl Boss Sue, insufferable Pedro Pascal, Johnny Cuck Storm, Silver Surfette. Yeah. I mean, is there anything good that you see coming in this outside of Galactus? Anybody?
Just Galactus. Galactus is badass.
Galactus is badass.
Yeah.
But outside of Galactus,
How do y'all feel
Herbie,
about the thing?
let's not discredit Herbie. Herbie looks amazing. All right, highly engineered robotic intelligence. All right,
yeah,
he's awesome. He was actually caught in Hollywood delivering food to somebody the other day.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, that's nice. Yeah, I feel like outside of maybe the Galactus, the things look. I'm glad they kind of went with the classic look, with the big thick eyebrows and all that kind of stuff. I'm good with that, but yeah, I don't really care for what they've done with the character. To kind of again everything that we're looking at right now, and again we haven't seen the movie, so we really don't know. But what I've seen so far just doesn't entice me to enjoy it. Thank you very much, Jay Denar. Appreciate that. DJ Amp for $4.99. Fantastic Four is easy to adapt. You introduce them through the Onslaught storyline. Marvel doesn't read comics, though. What do y'all think about that?
Very smart. You use the X-Men Onslaught instead of the Thunderbolts cross-dimensional end credit scene. Yeah, not only it'd be more comic accurate, it'd be fucking awesome as shit. And that way somebody knew what the hell they're doing. But Marvel tells anybody, you're going to make a Fantastic Four film, do not read one comic, whatever you do. Don't even know who the fucking characters are.
That's a big problem.
Don't know what the powers consist of. And don't even know their fucking names. Go. Here's your money.
Yeah. No, I agree. I personally haven't read the Onslaught storyline, so I couldn't tell you if that is the way to go. But yeah, what they really need to do is dive back into the comic books, because the best storylines are in the comics. And if you focus on what the comics have already done, you will find like a lot of gold just in, the pages of the comics. But they don't want to listen to the comics. They don't want to do what the comics did, which made these characters successful and popular to begin with. It just seems like Marvel doesn't care about, diving back into what has already been tried and tested and worked with fans. They don't want to do that.
No.
And that's a weird strategy to me, man. It's like, why not go and see what has worked with fandoms? Like you have, it's like we got a lot of storylines we can play around with. Which ones worked with audiences and which one didn't, and we have it tested out with the comics. So why not just dive into that? I just don't understand it.
No, I feel like they only go to the comics if it's something that they want to do. So they need the comic to prove that they should be able to do it. Otherwise, they don't give a fuck about the comics.
Yeah. Real talk. Thank you very much, DJ Amp. Appreciate that. I might have to check out that Onslaught storyline, man. I've never read it. All right. I'm not a big Fantastic Four fan like that, but if it's good, I'll try to track it down and check it out. Thank you very much. Sergeant Giratina for $10. All right. Dooley's in the house. Okay, folks. Type in tonight's hashtags. Happy Silver Banshee. Katie in the house. What's that all about?
He wants me to dress him as Silver Banshee.
Oh, okay. All right. Hashtag Sauron Metallo Facts and hashtag RIP superhero genre. No worries, guys. This is just a one-night thing. Hey, thank you very much, Sergeant Giratina, for being here, being a mod, dropping some love in the super chats. We appreciate that, brother. As always, thank you very much. Next up, D Vader for $2. T is the GOAT with the rants. That was epic. Yeah, T. That's why look, man. That's why we keep him around, right? We keep him around for the T rant, the T rants, and the T ratings. That's my homie, man. Hey, thank you very much, D Vader. Appreciate that. Yeah, that was an epic rant. We might have to clip that and throw that up on the short or something. Appreciate you, Lucas Garrett for $10. They have hijacked our hobbies, bro. Ooh, this is like personal, right? This is why I have no respect for any of them. That's why I refuse to give them the benefit of the doubt. My wallet is closed this summer, bro. You hit it right on. They have hijacked our hobbies, bro. We grew up with Superman, Batman, DC, Marvel, period. We grew up with all of these various characters. He-Man. Look, Mortal Kombat, right? Mortal Kombat's coming out. I don't know how y'all feel about the Mortal Kombat. Did you guys watch the trailer? Hold my dual shots. I know. What y'all think? Y'all like that?
I love it.
I have some of this stuff literally tattooed on my body. So I feel like this is it's egregious, and it's disrespectful as shit. Like the way that people talk about it. not gonna sit there and say anything good about what's been going on lately.
Yeah.
As someone who I don't know,
they hijacked the hobbies. It's
out
like
of
you
my
said,
way
they
to do
hijacked the
other stuff.
hobbies, and they did it for money. They didn't take over the franchises and these because they care about the franchise, they care about the fans. Nope, they did it strictly because, oh, there's a built-in audience that'll come and watch this. Okay, let's go ahead and make a movie out of it. We'll make some money off of it. We can sell them merch, we can sell them t-shirts, we can do this, and this. And it's like, bro, we want you to respect our hobby. We would be happy to hand you our money. Just respect what you have, what you've purchased, but they don't really respect it. And then all of these woke idiots, they take it over and then they just run with it and destroy it. It's sickening, man. It's sickening. And I wish like hell if they ever lose track of where the fans are and this shit just kind of goes belly up, we need to gatekeep the next time around. We need to gatekeep the fuck out of these franchises and tell people, nope, you're not allowed. I don't know how we could do it at this point because now it's already kind of beyond the pale, but we needed
Amazon and everything. We ain't got enough money to compete with them.
Fuck. Yeah. Lucas Garrett, man, I couldn't agree more, bro. I could not agree more with you. Thank you very much for the 10. Much love, sir. Mr. Neen 21 for 2. Woke Hollywood gives YouTubers great content though for the win. Yeah. Yeah, we get a lot of content out of it. We get to have fun. But honestly, man, I would trade in all of this stuff just for them to give me a really dope cinematic universe for DC that wasn't woke and wasn't stupid, and it really like nailed the characters down. I would give everything up just for that, because I just want to enjoy going to the movies again, enjoy comic books again, enjoy cartoons again, the way I did when I was coming up. And it seems like I just can't enjoy them the way I used to, That's the sad part about it. All right, guys, thank you very much for the love, for the super chats. Let's go ahead and hit some super chat thank yous for all of you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Here you go. All right, Marvel's going to recast the X-Men and reset the MCU after Avengers Secret Wars, says Kevin Feige. Reboot is a scary word. I don't think there's any choice at this point. You got to reboot. You got to recast the X-Men. You can't go out there with old man Patrick Stewart. Like, what else was you going to do? So, listen, we kind of all expected this, that the X-Men would be rebooted, that the Avengers would kind of reset. Everything's going to go back to square one. But where do they, like, even with this being said, how much can this work? Like, can the Marvel Cinematic Universe go back to what it was, even with all of this resetting? X-Men, Avengers, everything's going to go back to square one. Can the Marvel Cinematic Universe ever be what it was? Or are we already just kind of like, Kev, you spinning your wheels, bro? Because nobody's going to care either way.
I don't think it can go back. I think they put out too many bad products. With the X-Men, why did the legacy plan not work? Like, why would you need Patrick Stewart? You have James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender to be that entire investment. You're saying that didn't pay off. So I don't understand why would rebooting it help it? It's you've broken it 2 times now.
Yep. Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. I don't think there's anywhere to go, even if you reboot. I think, honestly, they need to let it sit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
5 years. 5 years minimum. And let people miss it. Like, there was something to be said about Star Wars, and I've said this many times, when Star Wars was sitting idle and nobody was, making movies for that 16-year gap and then the 10-year gap after the prequels, there was something like, hey, man, I kind of miss Star Wars. I want some Star Wars right now. Can you bring Star Wars back? I think they need that level of, like, people need to miss the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They need to miss seeing these comic book characters out there. And then maybe they can, focus on, hey, where did we go wrong? You know, it's not just about rebooting them, recasting them. Where did we go wrong with the X, or not the X-Men, but the MCU? And how do we introduce the MCU or the X-Men into the MCU? You know, like, how do you bring them in? I don't know. I don't think they're moving way too fast with this shit, man. You got to slow down with the X-Men. You don't think so?
No, I think they had their own fucking universe, and you don't tie them into the Avengers at all. That's what I think it's going to be a big mistake. That way, if the Avengers universe fails and it gets destroyed, you have another separate universe. It's not, and you have, you don't make the same fucking mistakes with that. You don't have to reboot everything. If you're just going to restart the X-Men universe, which has more than enough storylines to do everything you've already done in the MCU.
I think that
I think you need time in between both of those to let the MCU universe die out. And if you're going with what you just said, Rockvilla, with like the X-Men universe, like, or whatever, like, you need to have that have a chance to grow from there. But if you're trying to combine them, because right now, most people are thinking that you're probably going to combine them. It's like, how do we do this? They've kind of already introduced those ideas with different universes, and they're like, oh, here's the 616, here's the other ones, or whatever. You can kind of combine them in a way. But if they were smart about it, which is what everybody's literally been talking about, is to let it just kind of take like a 5-year hiatus and then restart it, and then that would be the smartest idea.
I don't want a 5-year hiatus. I don't want none of that stuff. Hey,
it doesn't need to be 5 years, but it needs a couple years to let it just fucking sit.
No,
because nothing good is coming out, and anything that comes out within a couple years is going to be trash, and it has been trash.
Same thing. You're going to end up with how they did with the Westerns, man. The only reason that they're trying to say this because Hollywood,
you're not giving the idea of going away.
No, but Hollywood, that you're doing that to acquiesce to Hollywood because Hollywood needs to step up.
That's not giving. That's not acquiescing.
Right.
You are when
you're saying
Hollywood
when you're
at
saying
all.
go away. When you're saying go away, what else
away.
replace this genre?
100%.
There's nothing else because you're admitting superhero fatigue.
You don't need to do that.
It's bad.
Like,
if I could just
no, T, you got a good point.
Go.
You're making a point, which I'm kind of listening to both of you guys, and I hear what Sci-Fax is saying. But I also hear what T is saying because you have two different, like, should you allow superhero movies to kind of have its time and then go away for a little bit and come back? Remember, there was a point in time with superhero movies, especially after that Batman and Robin in the 90s, when Batman and Robin dropped. Bro, it was like push pause on superhero movies. We don't need these joints anymore. It was getting bad. It was getting really bad at that point. So they let it rest for a couple of years, and then they came back with Blade. So maybe 5 years is too long, but what about 3 years? Where everybody just says, let's get our house in order. And
5 years might be too long, but how long does it take for like studios and stuff to catch up? It's usually about 2 to 3 years before they're catching up, and then they get the idea, and then it takes them another year to 2 years to actually start making the fucking movie. Which, if you add up those numbers, it's going to be 5 fucking years. It's like that's just how studios work in general. That's how it's always been. That's how it's always going to be. That's why I said 5 years. That's it. Like it's nothing like crazy or anything, but like that's how long studios take to get back in tune to what we're talking about right now. Like the stuff we're talking about right now, if we sat there and we threw out an awesome idea, an amazing idea, whatever, and all of a sudden a studio or somebody in a studio right now were to hear about it, it would take them about 5 years to get it produced. That's just the truth. That's what I'm kind of more talking about.
You don't have 5 years. You don't have 3 years. You do not have that when
you're correct. But what I'm saying is also correct. Like
I'm just saying that you don't have 5 years. Like I said, I can finish my thought. You don't have 5 years. You have a different audience. This is not the 1960s and 70s where the westerns and space movies are going away. You have a captivated audience that wants to spend money with you. They say, produce something that's good. Stop giving me this gimmicky stuff and give me good writing with also good production value. I want something that has a story that's meaning. I don't want to, like I said earlier, I don't want to just get into the living room. I want to see the back of the house. I want to see downstairs. I want to see bra snap. I want to see titty juice. I want to see stuff. Stop playing around. And that's what Hollywood.
You want to explore. You want to explore it all. You want to.
I want to explore it all. Pause. But but the main thing is you need to come with something viable, man. Something very viable. That's why I said they need to go to the audience and set up GoFundMes about projects that we want to see and promise to put them out in 2 to 3 years, right? And I'm not talking about Tyler Perry fucking quality, which is fucking dumbass Medea. I'm talking about some real good shit. You know, put out stuff that people actually want to see, where they say, "Hey, man, here's some ideas. I paid my $1,000 to see this in it, or $10,000 or $20,000 to see this portion of the movie. Write it in, writers. I don't want to wait 5 years. I'm not going to live for fucking ever. I don't want to wait 5 years to see something that you could have put out. You already got the storyboards. There's plenty of out-of-work actors. Put that shit out and stop playing. If you do that, if Marvel does that, you'll be pushing the movie industry right back into DC is. They'll be worse than what DC is. You've already got the landscape laid out. Put the goddamn movie out already. Stop fucking around.
All right, let me ask. All right, Katie, Andy, do we need a pause on superhero movies, or should they just power through this moment and just keep releasing shit, even though they don't seem like they know what they're doing right now? But should they just power through it and figure it out? Like I call it like fixing it on the field. It's like we talk about with a sports analogy. You know, it's like, do we need the halftime locker room, or should we just fix it on the field and try to coach our way through it?
Do you want to go?
Well, I would say first, though, I feel like part of the issue is like new generation, like normies, do not see any separation between Marvel, DC, and Sony. And so when you have all of them putting out films consistently that are not good, it stops people from even wanting to give those types of films a try, regardless of who's making them.
Yeah. And kind of like to your point, T, you don't need, and I think DA was saying this as well, like when you had the failure of Batman, you were able to course correct or try something different with Blade. It doesn't help with, like you're saying, with the gimmicky shit where everything feels the same. Like, they don't all need to feel like fucking Marvel. When people are saying there's Marvel fatigue, stop making every superhero film try to feel like the MCU. Let us have, like, Blade. And, dude, Blade should be easy. Blade is like, go get the John Wick fucking director and put Mahershala Ali in it, and that's fine.
Fucking leather, like, and go kill some vampires.
It's not that hard. But like same with Batman, people are shocked that people like a dark Batman, and so they like Robert Pattinson's Batman, or they like the Penguin. People do want different tones from these things. It's why I never was a big fan of them including Guardians of the Galaxy into the mainline MCU. I like Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't want that to become the predominant source of like tone for the MCU. And we should be able to say, we're getting tired of the MCU. Let's shift and do X-Men for a little while. Like, you still get superhero stuff, but X-Men shouldn't feel like, you know, the Avengers. You should have these natural breaks where you still have superhero films, but dude, it's all becoming homogenized.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Look, that's a really good take. If you have, like, in my opinion, if you have the tones that you need, like, superhero movies can hit a lot of different like genres. You know, you don't have to necessarily do like action, or everything has to be sci-fi, or everything has to be comedy. And it seems like you said, the James Gunn style with Guardians kind of started dominating Marvel. You know, it's like, yeah, that's a major problem. Like, no, I think the first phase of Marvel, that's still my favorite phase, by the way. The first 6 movies, that's my favorite set of movies if you're talking about the different phases of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I feel like that's where they had some action. They should have stayed there. The second phase was okay, but like you said, because they introduced the Guardians of the Galaxy, now everybody wants to make everything a joke. And they want to put this humor in. It's like, this isn't really that funny. It was funny in Guardians. It was great in Guardians. When everybody's trying to do it, it's like, I don't know, guys. Like, maybe you should just kind of stay in your own wheelhouse and just do action, you know? And so I feel like the Captain America movies worked out. I think that, you know, I want to say the 3 Thor movies, the first 3 Thor movies were actually okay. I didn't mind Thor: The Dark World. I still think it's not great. But Ragnarok, when you watch it, after you watch it a couple of times, it's like, man, them jokes kind of, the Taika Waititi-ness just kind of shines through it. And then when we get to Thor Love and Thunder, it's like, holy shit, man, this guy is crazy. It's way too over the top. So yeah, I think Marvel, this is why I say Marvel needs to break, because they need to kind of find themselves again and what works and what does the general audience want to see, you know? Like, I don't think they know anymore. I don't think they understand the general audience, the audience that they, you know, made a lot of money with and that really flocked in, especially during that third phase of the MCU. Man, there's like a few billion-dollar movies in that shit. So it's like, I think they kind of lost the plot during that time, and they need to find it again.
I'm tired of this WNBA phase of movie making. I'm tired of it, man. It is boring, dude. It's so unattractive, man, and unappealing, man. You said you like that Red Sonja freaking trailer. That was whack, dude. You know what I mean? The first Red Sonja was whack. This one's even whacker. That's like, pause. Look, this is just, I'm just tired of this, man. I'm tired. That Aliens Earth thing is about to come out next month. That's girl boss. I'm tired of seeing this girl boss. I'm tired of seeing my grocery clerk be the goddamn fucking hero. I'm tired of seeing that shit. All right? God dang. Like I said earlier, can we get some muscles? Can we get some muscles? Can we get some sex in movies? Can I get areolas? Can I get fucking back hair? Something.
It's because
what are you talking about right now, man?
Look, they're listening to the wrong people on the internet as well. Because I saw the other day someone was talking about the women's gaze and that people like Tom Hiddleston more than they like Chris Hemsworth. I was like, who's lying on the internet right now?
And we know that's not fucking true, bro. Like, what is Tom Hiddleston like headline that has done well versus everybody knows like Chris Hemsworth's like a Giga Chad. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know.
That's how you
No, that is how you
Nobody wants to check for that, dude. Now you need to fix that. When you bring Macho back, you're gonna. I'm telling you, the box office it's already clamoring for that with Top Gun, freaking what's the movie? Fucking with Dr. Manhattan. What the fuck would he do? What's the shit called? Huh?
Watchmen.
The Barbenheimer. Oppenheimer.
Oh.
What the fucking did that shit?
Oh.
Hey,
Dr. Manhattan threw us all off.
Jesus Christ, man, do something. I need to see. Look, the reason why Marvel to me is not entertainment, man, because they're trying to have the everyday man be superior. And that's not always the case, man. In the movie theater, I'm supposed to go and suspend my disbelief. You tried to have me suspend my disbelief with Captain Marvel, and then the Marvels you came back with. That's terrible. Please tell me why John Krasinski is not playing Mr. Fantastic in this thing. That would be believable. He's got a beard. He looks macho. He looks like, hey, okay, he looks the part. Why aren't you just casting people that looks the part? You made me try to believe that was Hot Girl, Hot Tua Girl. What are y'all doing, man? Cast right, cast correctly, make a good storyline, make me interested. Look, you didn't have, you know what you didn't have 25 years ago? 25 years ago, you didn't have this kind of platform where people were online at fucking 10:30 at night on the West Coast talking about this, passionate about it. They were in basements talking about this. Now we're all talking to each other and say, hey, man, you know what? I don't like that, man. This is the Consumer Report, the Consumer Report card. And you are failing, Hollywood. You're failing. Do a better job, dude.
Yeah, you're right about that, T, because like you said, 25 years ago, you didn't have YouTube. You didn't have you had social media, but it was more like, I would say it was isolated to message boards and fan forums and things like that. That stuff is easy to ignore, but you can't ignore X. You can in a certain way, but more fans are now starting to speak out, and they're starting to reach other fans, and then other fans are having conversations with these guys and saying, hey, this isn't working. This is trash. Why are we buying into this? Why are we watching this? And they hate the fact that YouTubers are starting to have more of a presence, in their own, like YouTubers literally can shut down and destroy a movie. A movie you get bad word of mouth out there. The YouTuber, depending on who the YouTuber is, they can literally wreck a movie and destroy a movie. That's the power of the fan. And they hate that. They wish that the fans didn't have this kind of power. They wish that the fans would just kind of go away, shut up, go into a little quiet corner and never speak again. But the reality is you guys hijacked our franchises. All right. We're not going for it. You know, you took away our franchises and you're turning it into woke bullshit. I'm not going for it. All right. Me and everybody on this panel, we all are, and everybody watching right now. This is the power of fandom, you know, and I want Hollywood to make sure they understand that you can play around in these franchises for so long, but look at what happened to Star Wars. All right. Look at what happened to Star Wars. Star Wars got took out. All right. We built Star Wars. I don't think they understand that shit, man. I don't think they understand that the fans build these franchises up. They think that these franchises just so happen to be popular and just so happen to make a lot of money. But it's like, but who's behind all of that? The fans, all right? That's the major component about that.
Listen to the fans.
You got to. Because if you don't, this is what's happened. You see what's happening right now with Marvel. You see what's happening right now with you saw with Star Wars. Hey, James Gunn, you're next, bro. You don't listen to us. It's the reckoning is coming. The fans' reckoning is coming.
And you're so right about Star Wars, because the exact same thing with Star Wars, when you turned it into a fad, for 40 years, Star Wars existed because fans talked about it, and you turned it into a fad. You made a lot of money really quick. You robbed the bank. And after that trilogy, everybody settled, and now you can't do shit with Star Wars. And it's like, was it worth it? Was the quick cash grab worth the sequels, where you could have actually maybe not made quite... I think that, no, I like, because I think they would have made just as much money if they had made it good, you know?
They could have made more money
if they hadn't pandered and stuff. But yeah, so like now you have a dead franchise, and I agree, dude. All these other franchises are coming for it too. And look at Marvel. Like, they've salted the earth. People don't want to play with them anymore.
Yeah. Look, I saw this. I saw Ryan Kennel talking about this earlier today when it comes to Star Wars, right? Basically, he's saying that the people over at Ubisoft, when it comes to Star Wars Outlaws, they're saying that the reason that it failed is that the brand, right? The brand that it belonged to was in a bit of choppy waters when it released. Well, no shit. Yeah, it was in bad shape. Who's responsible for that? So yeah, you drop a game, and look, the game got a lot of problems. All right, the game had a whole lot of problems. But the reality of the situation is that you dropped the game at a time where people weren't rocking with Star Wars anymore. And so this is what happens when you piss the fans off. Because if you had the franchise was in a good spot, let's say Star Wars, everybody loves Star Wars. Oh my God, Star Wars is just like it always was. You drop Outlaws probably makes a ton more money. Because everybody's positive about the brand.
What if it was a Han Solo game? Do they not think that it would have done any better?
Well, that's the second part of it, right? Yeah. If it's instead of fucking Kay Vess, if it's not Kay Vess and it's Han Solo, it probably does make more money. But even with that being said, I'm still saying the brand is damaged. Yep. Nobody's fucking with Star Wars like that, not like they used to. And so because of that, go ahead.
This game was a woke piece of shit though. One, Sweet Baby Ink Detective.
Again, I'm not even saying that's
not even. That's not bad Star Wars. It's just a woke piece of shit. I mean, they took some like they do in all the westernized, bastardized video games now. They took a very beautiful model for the main character and made her look like a fucking tomboy that looks uglier than me if I was a chick. It's like, what the fuck? And they do that in every single version. They'll take this amazing looking girl, or now they're just like, fucking screw it. We're not even get good looking chicks. We get the ugliest chick and let them be the fucking main actor because they're just so used to doing it now. But that's why that fucking game. That game came out horrible gameplay. Most of the stealth fucking option didn't work. Just borrowed just something on that. I didn't buy it, but watched them do it. That was a piece of shit. That was a horrible game to wear.
Oh, well, yeah, that's it. Look, Ubisoft has their own problem.
Yeah, Fallen Order.
Ubisoft has their own problems that beyond Star Wars, they're a fucked up company. But my point is that what he's saying isn't necessarily wrong. It might not be the whole reason that the game failed. But my point is that, when you destroy franchises, you destroy all the money-making possibilities for that franchise. So when you get out there and decide to make woke bullshit when it comes to Star Wars, guess what you've done? Now you've ruined any opportunities for video games to jump off, because now less people are checking for video games. Less people are checking for the comics, the books, the novels, all of that stuff. Everybody's just backing off saying, man, this is trash. I'm not messing with this game anymore. I'm not messing with this franchise anymore. I'm done.
One of the games
And
that
that's
wasn't
all
was
because
Star
you
Wars.
decided to go away from the fans and what the fans want. Listen to the fans and you can't go wrong. I've been saying that for the last 3 years. Listen to the fans and you can't go wrong. But if you don't listen to the fans, you will absolutely go wrong at some point.
Well, yeah. So
right.
basically, the Jedi. So the Jedi games, D, that's why they were successful, because they're pretty much just like in the live action Andor. They get like the guy. Who's the one guy that's from fucking the Jedi. The black guy that has a crazy breathing apparatus. What's his fucking name? But he's from Saw Gerrera. He's from the Jedi Fallen Order, the Jedi, Fallen Order and Survivor games.
Yeah,
which should have been adapted to live. Should be live action adaptation, 1-for-1. Cameron Monaghan, however the hell you say his name. Just easy money. You want to do a live action Disney right there. But what they did was they took spots of that game, or like, how about we sprinkle spots of that game into the Obi-Wan Kenobi with this with the one girl, the seventh sister. I was like, what the fuck? That's and basically that it eliminates any chance of Cameron Monaghan coming here as Cal Kestis, which the fans are actually responding to. They wanted Cal Kestis.
I thought that's where they were going to go 100%.
That's a white dude.
100%.
We don't want to.
All right.
Him,
Let me move on real quick. We got some anime to discuss. I know you guys love anime, especially Uncle T. He's a big anime fan. Demon Slayer shatters Japan's opening day box office record. Are you guys ready for Demon Slayer? I know I am. All right. I'm a big Demon Slayer fan. I'm looking forward to it dropping in September. It's supposed to hit the States. I'm looking forward to it. And it looks like this is going to be an amazing start for this, at least in Japan. Breaking opening records is awesome. But on top of that, we had this bit of news which kind of stunned me. Is that Demon Slayer Chapter 2 and 3, they're going to stretch them out. The next one is coming in 2027, and then Chapter 3 is coming in 2029. And I was like, what? I couldn't believe it, man. But that's how far off they're kicking Demon Slayer. Anime fans, sound off. You guys got any concerns about that? I feel like they could have did it year to year to year. All right. Chapter 2 in 2026, Chapter 3 in 2027, that would have been fine. But to push this thing all the way off 4 years, I don't know, that kind of let me down. But hopefully that means that they're going to give some really, really solid animation. And if that's the case, let's go. All right. If the animation, because the animation for Demon Slayer is always top tier. All right. They don't fuck around with the animation. It's always top tier, especially for the movies. So if they can go and do the job when it comes to 27, 20, Chapter 2 and Chapter 3, all right, cool. I'm good. But yeah, that's a huge thank you very much, Dynamite. Damn, that's a big gap. It really, really is.
Demon Slayer is not one of my favorite animes that's out there, but at the same time, I understand why people do like it. Like I've went and I watched. Okay, fine, that's fine. But I've watched like a couple of the movies that have come out because just because they were available, and I was like, cool, let me go ahead and check these out in theater. And that I can give you that. Like the animation is ridiculous. Like the animation on it is fucking crazy. Like it's top tier. It is top tier animation, and it made me want to go and like watch the actual anime. Like I've watched some of it to begin with, and even as an anime fan to a certain degree, I was like, I feel like I should go out of my way to go watch this. And those movies are crazy. And if they're only getting better and better, and I totally understand where it's like, oh yeah, we're projecting to 2029, which is what, 4 years away. It's like that. Yeah. It's like you're going to put that much time and effort into whatever animation that's going on. Those movies are going to be fucking crazy because what they're already producing right now is fucking nuts. And like, as I'm watching them, like I just watched them without watching. I don't know, all the lead up to it. Those movies are fucking crazy. They're like it. As somebody who might have, I don't know, experimented with some hallucinogens here or there or whatever, those movies look like that, but on crack. Like it's crazy. There's some crazy shit going on, and if you're thinking about like what you're gonna see 4 years from now, I can't even imagine it. I'm like,
so what Sci-Fax is saying is,
I'm down.
He's already amazing. It can only get better.
Exactly. I'm just saying this is great, and it's only going to get better. Yeah.
Are you guys looking forward to Demon Slayer, Katie and Andy?
Oh yeah, dude, this anime thing pisses me off so much. Didn't the last Demon Slayer movie make like 400 or 500 mil or something crazy?
Yeah, you're talking about Mugen Train, right?
I think so. Yeah, I just remember seeing an article this week talking about the last one crushing it, and like, what happens when these films are making more than like DC and Marvel films? Will Hollywood then start taking anime seriously when they're making more than their blockbusters?
Yeah, this is Demon Slayer. This was in 2020 during the pandemic, mind you. 485 million worldwide. Wild. Okay, it's honestly, again, Demon Slayer to me, one of the big three. You know, we talk about there used to be a big three in anime going back into the early days of anime with Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto. Now Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, and JJK have become the new big three. And all three of those are dominant in the box office. When they drop a movie, it's great. People love it, especially Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer to me is probably best anime, one of the best anime I've ever watched.
Can I throw out a random number that, or it's not even a random number, but it's like, this is one thing that happens with anime, which is it's total opposite of what happens with DC or MCU in general, which is when these like the mangas drop or whatever, they consistently do over $1 billion. Like that, like just the manga, the mangas and everything. Like they do, like, and I think that's the opposite of what like DCU or DC and Marvel do in general. Like, you know, they'll barely make 50 million, whatever. That's not a small number to shy at. Don't get me wrong, but when it comes to stuff like this, like their movies actually do less than their freaking books do, which is kind of crazy. And it's only gonna it's only gonna balance out. It's gonna balance out.
It's interesting because if you know anime a lot, there's a lot of pirating of anime going on. Like a lot of people just pirate their anime. They don't even bother paying for it, but they will buy the manga.
That's how I get it.
But they will pirate the hell out of anime.
You wouldn't steal cars, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that.
But yeah, look, guys, let's wrap this up with a box office breakdown. Here's where we are right now. Oh, wait, you know what? Before we do that, let's hit these super chats. So some super chats flowed in, and I don't want to miss them and go too late with these. Thank you guys so much for the super chats, man. We've gotten a lot tonight, and I really appreciate that. J Dinar 89, shelving MCU films will not solve it. Problem is, after Phase 3, Feige allowed all this damn woke activism to bleed into the comic book movies. Oh, 100%. 100%. That's the real problem, is that instead of bringing in comic book storytellers that knew the comics, he brought in, you know, MCU. Right? That's when the MCU kicked off in full force. You know, first thing we got was WandaVision in Phase 4. Think about that. The very first thing we got, WandaVision. All right. And it was all downhill from there. And I didn't mind WandaVision, but then when you go back and look, it's like, bruh, you probably should have went that direction. That the direction that he decided to go into was strictly based on, you know, we got to push more women and more minorities into the storytelling rather than just telling good stories. Do you guys see it that way as well?
The Marvels.
Anybody?
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's what we were talking about earlier. Like, dude, I don't think it's incompetence. It was a choice. They didn't have to, like, look at the things they picked post Endgame. None of those make sense to try and kick stuff off.
Or to, continue the MCU in the way that they wanted to like it was in the past.
Nobody asked for the Eternals. Nobody wanted the Marvels. Like
Marvels.
Yeah, like none
Yo,
of
T had shot me this thing. Let me see if I can find it. T had sent me this. Where did
It
you
seemed
get
like
that from,
it
T?
seemed like a bunch of executives like taking James Gunn's route to begin with, where it's like, let's just choose random bullshit that nobody cares about, and let's go ahead and throw that out there. And hopefully one of these sticks and lands, and it didn't, and none of them did.
Well,
and,
it was the diversity
that's kind of what
push.
that's what they went with.
It was
And,
a
it
DEI
failed.
diversity
It failed.
Yeah, it started with Black Panther, then it went to Shang-Chi, like, you know what I mean? Because it was like, we're gonna make our own kung fu movie for the MCU.
Black Panther was actually that was actually a staple character that actually people actually gave a shit about.
And then
to a certain
when
extent,
Shang-Chi failed, they're like, let's go back to Black Panther. That was a success. And they did it half fucking ass worse than the fucking first one. It was like, we don't want a half-ass film.
Well, also on top of that, as much as I would like to shit on Black Panther 2, whatever, I mean, obviously the main guy died and everything, like literally died in real life. Like shit like that doesn't help. Like, but
you also didn't have to make that movie.
You didn't have to make it as.
Oh no, they shouldn't have done it and then not throw Namor into it. Like there was so many bad ideas in that.
It's Namor. You gotta roll Namor.
Thank you for that, Jay Denor 89. I agree 100%, man. The problem was the activism slipped in, and once that happened, it was too late. Couldn't run it out. DJ Amp for $4.99 for X-Men. They should focus on special edition comics for the storylines. Magneto needs to be in his late 30s/40s, ripped and a powerful actor. Who should be the new Magneto?
Well, they should do.
Anybody out there should be Magneto? Should they go and get a named actor, or should they find a no name? Since they're rebooting it,
they could keep Fassbender and what's his face? Just age them up like they already are aged up, and they can continue to play the older versions of them. And then
are in their 40s already. Like you don't need any name. Just leave like they're the age.
Bald and make fucking what's his face got longer fucking white hair as Magneto instead of short fucking brown hair. Give him longer hair like me with that's white like Magneto. Keep homeboy bald in the fucking wheelchair.
Fassbender is 48.
I'm almost kind of in agreement with like let them grab some new people and that maybe people we don't know or maybe they're from TV shows, whatever. I mean, give them a shot. I mean, T actually says this a lot. There's like there's no new characters or like that you're like looking at nowadays that are like worth a shit, right? Like you're just like you randomly see them and you're like, yeah, that person's not gonna that. They're all B-list, C-list, whatever. But the only way to become like an A-list is to give them that shot and give them that opportunity. I mean, I'm not saying it'll work, but I want to be I want to be opposed to like hearing about it. I want to be opposed to hearing about it.
I like that David Corn Sweat got a shot. I like that he got a shot to be Superman, and they didn't go for a big name actor. I like that. Rachel Brosnahan. I've heard of her because she did that Miss Maisel TV show that a friend of mine likes, and it was like, okay. Rachel Brosnahan looks like Lois Lane. She's a good actress. I like that she got to be Lois Lane and not some big name actor. So yeah, I kind of want like the X-Men to be if they're gonna do it, just brand new actors, people I've never heard of. A bunch of people, like all of them. I've never heard of a single one of these actors. Doing Michael Fassbender and going back to that, I'm not really feeling that. So yeah, I agree. I think we should go with no name actors. Late 30s, 40s is probably a good time frame. Like Michael Fassbender's almost 50, so I wouldn't want to see him. But yeah, somebody, again, I keep saying Glenn Powell. I think Glenn Powell's a good actor, but not necessarily Glenn Powell, but somebody in that same kind of age range. 35.
Glenn Powell's like high grade B to like very low A. Like that's where he's at right now. And
Magneto is imposing.
That's where he's at.
He's 36, so he could pull off some of those roles. For sure. Thank you very much, DJ Amp, for $4.99. Appreciate that. We got Thomas Dean for $5. Every time T says macho, I think Randy Savage.
I thought you said
cream of the crop, rise to the top. Yeah, I like that dude, man. Macho Man, one of my favorites of all time. It's not this stuff though. Yeah, look, Macho Man and like that era of wrestling, yo. A lot of these wrestlers today couldn't handle that shit, man.
Bonesaw, remember him in Spider-Man?
Bonesaw, yeah.
Bonesaw's ready. I'm down from there.
Shout out to you, Thomas Dean. Thank you very much. I'm sure T appreciates that. Every time he says macho, you thinking Randy Savage. Yes, sir. Fannie Willis's booty for $9.99. I'm installing Uncle T as the new boss of everything Star Wars. Where would you start, T, to fix it? Where are you going to fix Star Wars? What's the first thing you're doing?
Oh, I'd go to a galaxy far, far away from what they got right now. And then I'd have the worlds collide. You know what I mean? I'd tell a different story, man. Like I would totally forget about the goddamn Skywalkers, man. Totally. I would just get away from them.
So you would just fast forward to get away from everything that we know and just rebuild it from scratch?
Period, man. Just really get rid of it, man. I would just destroy the whole thing. Just bury it. Okay. Bury it.
All right.
Forever.
Anybody else?
I'd have to make all the Rey films 7, 8, 9 not canon. That's the first thing I gotta fucking do. Then we're restarting from first thing we're doing. They're not even fucking canon. None of them. Solo, fucking Andor. I'll allow it. In a universe far, far away, but like you said, I'm gonna have to redirect this course.
What about like the Mandalorian and the Mandoverse and all that?
I could utilize that if Disney was gonna hire me. I could utilize that. I could utilize that story, that framing with I could do that. I could utilize that and to incorporate it, but not fucking the Boba Fett. That's got to be Nick. With the old man.
You guys have heard me go off about Star Wars before. I'm not going to say much more about it. I have nothing good to say about it, and I don't like.
It can be fixed. Again, I'm
an electrician. Good to say.
I've seen some buildings that look like they're being fucking condemned and unlivable. And in a month, get passed for inspection and be like, open for shop, run game. You know what I'm saying? So in the right hands, in the right management, with the right fucking push and the right fucking team, yeah, anything's fixable. But if is a big fucking word sometimes.
What you got, Katie, Andy? Where do you fix Star Wars? Where do you start?
Dude, go like Knights of the Old Republic with the brothers, or like do that live action. Use on long, like do the people that aren't like show some real challenges. But yeah, there's so many stories that you could do. This isn't hard. Just not do like T saying, far away from what they're doing right now.
Real talk. Yep. Great. Thank you very much, Fannie Willis's Bodie. For $9.99, we got Mr. Neem 21 for $2. Back to the Future needs to be protected. Yeah, I hope they never remake that movie. There's really no reason to. Certain movies, like I did a video, I think, a long time ago, talking about the movies that should never be rebooted, and I think that's Back to the Future was either number 2 or 3 on that list. Never touch it. Never touch it. Doesn't need to be touched. But they're aching.
You guys want us to redo
Hollywood wants to.
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
you said you wanted to redo Back to the Future? No, we said don't fucking touch it, please. Okay, we were doing next month. Back to the Future.
We've talked about it recently.
Dude, they're itching to put Tom Holland in this thing, and I can feel them. I can feel it's like keep him away. You can tell, bro. They think that's our Marty McFly. He is not our Marty McFly.
He'll go back to 1995 though instead of 1985. Andy, you know that Tom Holland. Whoa, 1995 is bizarre, bro.
He's old now, ain't he? Like, you're too old for, like, Marty McFly. Yeah, nah, I hope they never do it. Yep, agreed. Thank you very much, Mr. Neem. Fannie Willis's Bodie for $4.99. Yo, DA, please tell me you've seen Ninja Scroll. Oh, of course. Of course I've seen Ninja Scroll. Wait, are you talking about the TV show or the movie? They had a series. They had a Ninja Scroll movie. I've seen the movie. I haven't seen the TV show.
Pretty sure they're talking about the anime. Yeah.
Yeah, the anime. No, I've seen I've seen the movie, the TV or the actual movie. But I believe they had an animated series, if I'm not mistaken. But I've never seen that one. But I have seen the movie, and the movie is awesome, absolutely awesome. Thank you very much, Fannie Willis's booty, $4.99. Appreciate that. $1.99. DJ Amp. When Luke evaporated, I never watched again. You talking about The Last Jedi? Yeah. At this point, I don't even see there to be a reason to continue making Star Wars after they got rid of Luke Skywalker in that fashion. We were hoping that they had some sort of a plan. They didn't really have a plan. They just kind of let him go. So yeah, after that, it was kind of like, all right, what's next? And they didn't really do nothing. They didn't follow it up with anything. They tried to go to The Mandalorian. I thought at some point in time, they were just going to say, yo, we probably need to retcon what happened in The Last Jedi and go forward after The Rise of Skywalker with Luke not being what Luke was. They didn't do it. So yeah, I'm with you, GJ Amp. I don't see there to be any reason to keep going after that. Thank you very much. Thomas Steen for $2 says, how is Demon Slayer new or fresh in any way? I mean, honestly, for me, it's the fights and the animation that really carry it. The story is kind of still a simple story. It's not a complicated story. But they add some emotional moments into it, and they give it some emotional weight. But it's really the animation and the fight scenes are just next level. That's kind of what it is for me. What do you guys think, Katie?
No,
Andy?
same. Yeah, the story's simple. They do have the emotional pieces with like the relationships and stuff like that, but other than that, like the action sequences and like the anime is amazing.
Yeah, it's literally revolutionary. It's like the spectacle side of like there are things that they do in Demon Slayer that they couldn't do in like 90s anime. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
And also being new, you can make anything new to somebody, a newer audience. Like we were talking about Superman when James Gunn was like, we don't need to see another Superman origin story. Why not? My nephew, who's in 3rd grade, doesn't know fucking Superman. He'd never seen the origin story. So if you're going to do a new Superman every 10 years or something like this, how do you keep Demon Slayer? How is that keeping them? Some people might not have seen this yet. So it's going to be new to them right off the gate, just like that, and not everybody's seen these products, even though they're big as hell and everybody's seen them. Not everybody has, you got to think about the people that are young as fuck coming up too. So
True. This
is always new to them. How is Demon Slayer new or fresh anyway? They've never seen it, Shout out to the newer audience.
The animation to me is, like that's what attracted me to the story initially. I just loved what I was watching. I was just like, this is like, I haven't seen anything like this before. And then I slowly but surely started getting into the actual characters. And then it just became like unworldly. I'm trying to find a scene right now to kind of show it, but yeah. You know what? I don't even know if this is going to copyright me, so never mind. But yeah, I would say Demon Slayer. I would say if you're not an anime guy or anime fan, start with stuff like Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia,
Berserk.
Man, Berserk is a lot, bro.
I'm just kidding. Don't start there.
What's your starter anime? What is your starter anime if you had to recommend? Like, a really, really good anime for somebody that is like, hey, what's the big deal about anime?
Easiest ones that I would recommend would be like if you want something with let's say samurais and stuff like that, would be Samurai Champloo. Samurai Champloo.
Yeah.
That one is super easy to get into. One of the easiest, I would say the easiest one that I could recommend in general is Death Note. Death Note, like it's very simple. It's a very simple idea. It's very there's nothing really crazy behind it. There's not a lot of weird fight scenes and crazy shit going on, but it has like a really great idea that is really easy to digest. So you'd have that. If you want something a little bit crazier, or like, it's not even that it's that crazy, but it's like Black Lagoon, right? Like go into Black Lagoon. And that would get you into the idea of like weird concepts that are going on that are introduced into a really weird idea. Like that one might be a little bit out there, but at the same time, it's actually not. It's a pretty easy idea. And then shit, what's the one with the with Dracula, Alucard. Like Alucard,
Castlevania.
Alucard would be Alucard would be another good one.
Okay.
Those would be.
Katie, Annie, what you guys
I think
got?
those would be simple ones. Yeah.
What you guys got for starters?
I think you go with like movies, like I also want to say Akira. You can also do like Ghost in the Shell.
You mean Akira?
Yeah. I don't know why I said that. The end of the car. But then like Cowboy Bebop's a good place to start. If you're Rockefeller, you tell people to cut their teeth on Berserk and Goblin Slayer.
No, don't do that.
No, Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist
is my favorite.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a good one.
Specifically, episode like what is it 6 with the girl and the dog?
I think
Gundam. Not that,
I think like
specifically that episode
are good, like little self-contained. Anything short, I think is a good starting point.
Yeah, I think you're right. You got to keep it short. Like, there's some anime that have like shit, man, episodes going on for years. I would recommend something that has like a short season, 12 episodes, 20 episodes, something like that. Real quick, you could watch it in the weekend and really bring yourself into the story and then go forward. I just started getting into Fire Force. I hadn't seen Fire Force yet. Fire Force is pretty solid, man. I like Fire Force. I would actually recommend that. But it's an interesting watch. It's an interesting watch. But I would actually recommend that as a starter anime for a lot of, like, if you like storytelling, if you like just your standard like protagonist stepping into a world, everybody wants his talents. He's very skilled, but he has to refine himself. He has to understand. Like, Fire Force is actually really, really good. I'm enjoying that.
That's why like my number one recommendation would be Samurai Champloo. It's only 26 episodes, and there is a couple filler episodes in those 26 episodes, so you get the idea of how anime works in general. Like, because anime does that a lot. There is filler episodes. There's like little whatever. But like for only 26 episodes, you get the full story. You get everything just really laid out, and it's just a good, solid, quick story. And if you're an American or whatever, there's there's obviously a lot of like hip hop and stuff influence to it, and like stuff like that. Kind of, it's a good lead in to anime in general. And I would say that's probably like the best anime I could recommend, to jump into it out of like on the fly.
Okay, cool. All right, let's finish it up with the box office. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Domestic weekend 29. All right. You see Superman takes first place, obviously. Won't hold on to that spot next week, I don't think, because Fantastic Four is coming. But also Jurassic World Rebirth is still hanging in there, doing very, very well for itself. I Know What You Did last summer, and Smurfs dropped this weekend along with Eddington. And all three of these movies just absolutely shit the bed. Nobody went to watch these joints. $13 million did last summer. $11 million for Smurfs, and then Eddington got $4 million. Did you guys watch any new movies, and what did you think of this week in the box office?
Did Jennifer Love Hewitt's in-person red carpet appearance tank the numbers? Is that what happened?
Maybe.
No. I'll tell you what messed this up. Did you know there was a series on Amazon on Prime? Like, this came out in 2021. This is stupid to remake this thing. That was dumb.
It was a terrible remake. I actually saw it, and it was awful. Like, it was not good at all. And the appearances of Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt or whatever, like that didn't help at all. It was not good. Anything. Yeah, it was trash. It was really bad. No.
Okay. Nobody went to see the Smurfs, huh?
No.
That's this week. We're saving it. We didn't want to fight the crowds, you know.
Are y'all really
I don't know why they remake
it. Are you really going to see it?
Hell no, bro. Nah, come on, man.
No,
come on.
Dude, life is precious.
Look at this thing. Look, it got a bigger international take. Didn't do bad internationally as compared to domestically. I I thought like, okay, if it's a good movie, some families will go and check it out, but nope, it's shit. It's absolute shit. So yeah, so the box office is going to take off next week for Fantastic Four. Did we get everybody's predictions? Did everybody give a number?
I don't.
Nope.
Mine's way off.
Am I
I predicted
Am I-
800
am I
million
blanking out?
for Superman. I was hoping
Everybody's
to make a
blanking out on
billion.
me.
Yeah, you're losing connection. You all right?
I guess I would say 105, just because it has 2 months worth
We
of
might have lost
buildup.
the DA. He's frozen. We might have lost D, so I'd hold on to that.
Yeah,
thought
DA
real quick.
looks like he's gone.
So, ladies and gentlemen, he's gonna have to.
To be fair, he looks like he's really toned into this conversation. Like he's just like he's all about it.
He's focusing.
So I was off. I was projecting 800 million. I was hoping a billion for Superman.
what?
I was for Superman.
Are you saying you
Whoa.
don't think a billion, Rockefeller? You're giving up hope that early?
Yeah, Rockefeller
Yeah, I
actually
think I'm done
originally
with it,
said
you know?
he said a billion. He was thinking a billion. That was
Haven't
the
you been
original
reading-
guess.
Haven't you been
If
reading the news? Like every article, it's the greatest thing ever. It's crushing it. It's soaring. You don't think with it soaring, it'll hit a billion?
If it stayed making the exact same money it is right now for the next, what do they keep movies in 8 weeks? Let's say a long 8-week run for 6 more weeks. It still isn't going to make 800. You know what I mean? So,
DA is
Am I
back.
good?
What's going on, DA? Yep.
there you
Am I
are.
good? Okay. Whew, man. Okay. Well, yeah. Let me say, I think 100 million even is about where I'm at. I think that's where it's going to hit, about 100 million even. And if it comes in lower than that, I will not be surprised. I will not be
I could
surprised
see
whatsoever.
like 105, 108 tops or something like that. Something around
Yeah.
there.
Superman did what?
T, what you
123.
got?
For Fantastic,
Yeah, opening weekend, box domestic
I think it'll probably do about 90 million.
90. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. Would not
And I
be
think
shocked.
it's going to have
Andy?
legs. I think that all three of these movies, Jurassic, Superman, and they're going to have legs because you've got there's nothing leading up, and then once football season starts,
It's the only thing out there. The only other thing that I can see that's coming out in the next like month or so that looks interesting, which is a horror movie called Weapons, and most people don't even know what the hell that is. So
I'm
there
looking
you go.
forward to Nobody. Nobody too.
Oh yeah, Nobody too. Yeah, Nobody
That's
too.
forward to
they'll
that.
make 40 million the first week.
Yeah.
I mean, those aren't. They're not. It's between 25 and 40. And I would say the way the box office is act, they might have $13 million weekends with those things. I think the budgets are way inflated for these movies. Like I said, $200 million for these movies, and you're expecting $1 billion back. You got lucky with Endgame. You got lucky with Infinity War. Cut it out. Lower the budgets, man.
Yep. Katie, Andy, what is y'all score for?
Because I have a bet with somebody else, I'm going to say 110. Because I need
You always betting.
I need it to do better than Captain America, so we're going 110.
I could see it coming in.
Look, like Katie and Andy are always
Get Andy real quick. Get Andy real quick, and then we can
Okay.
go.
No,
to
I was just gonna say I can see it coming in under 100, and we look back at this past 3 months as just bullshit hype, and you're like, dude, kind of like we saw Superman when they were floating that 185, and they knew it wasn't going to do that, but what is they're floating 120? Watch that be bullshit. And they come in at like 80, and they're like they were trying to fluff the numbers with these like.
Please don't shut up.
Katie's gonna be so pissed.
look. For the last couple of months, I've been hearing Katie and Andy like go on with their little bets online or whatever. I met them in Vegas in one of the biggest places to bet, and neither of them wanted to gamble with me at all.
Not money, not our money.
We
I'm
gamble
betting
with our lives.
Yeah.
Sci-Fax, we don't need to gamble
Okay.
something as
Wow.
basic as
With their emotions, friendly bets sometimes, bro. You don't need currency.
I mean, you guys talk
Sometimes
about
the
gambling
words
all the
worth
time.
more.
I saw you in person, and you didn't want to bet with me once, and I would be like, "It's only $5," and you're like, "Nah, I'm good." Like,
well, I wasn't there for that, so. But.
You both were there. What are you talking about?
I didn't go gambling with y'all. I went to the back.
Oh,
Nobody gambled with me. I was the only one that gambled. Like,
See,
that's what I was. That's what I'm saying.
boring.
You guys are gambling online, but like with everybody else. But you didn't gamble with me in person. It was crazy.
How does gambling in a casino compare to the thrill of being on a live stream, putting a number out there, and having people come back for weeks?
Because you get like an actual physical token back.
I see your point
in the
Andy.
form of
Yeah,
money.
I got you. I got you on that one. All right. Lastly, let's hit these last super chats and then we're out of here. Fannie Willis Booty for $4.99. They originally wanted Leo DiCaprio for Marty McFly back in the Back to the Future remake. He's too old now, so we're safe for now, DA. Yeah, thank God. Yeah, thank God. I don't want them to do any Back to the Future remakes at all. At all. So I appreciate that. Thank you once again, Fannie Willis Booty. You are awesome for that. Thomas Dean for $2. My first anime was Akira. Yeah, and we're not getting a Taika Waititi Akira. Thank the Lord for that. We dodged that bullet. Taika Waititi he was lined up to do an Akira remake, and they took too long and they lost the rights, and it's like, well, it's not going to be Taika no more. And I was like, whoo, man, that was close. But yeah, my first anime. If I was really, it's either like Robotech. No, actually, it's Battle of the Planets. Battle of the Planets, all the way back in 1979, I want to say, or 78. I was just a little snot-nosed kid in kindergarten, and we talked about G-Force, Battle of the Planets. That was my very first anime. If you guys have never seen it, go check it out. It's very interesting. The kind of stuff that they were saying back then, the deaths and the murders and all of that kind of stuff that was going on in that anime. Woo! And then after that, it was Robotech, and Robotech had people getting killed. First time we ever saw animated characters getting killed was in Robotech, which was wild as a kid. All right. But yeah, thank you very much, Thomas Dean. Akira's awesome. I love that show. All right. I love that movie. And then finally, Fannie Willis Booty for $4.99. Lupin the Third is awesome. You got to catch that one, DA. Okay, I might. I'm gonna start doing like dedicated anime streams probably on Friday. And just talk anime because I just love it. I love it. I love talking it. And you guys, of course, are all invited to hang out, and we'll just talk anime for an hour or two and just chop it up. I'm looking forward to doing that. My son, he has his anime channel. I've already put that out in the chat. He's trying to grow, so you guys go and check out Anime Heads. We're doing conventions. We just got through doing Anime Matsuri Anime Expo out here in LA, and then Anime Matsuri in Houston. We got one more coming up this year. I think Anime Expo Chibi, which is going to be in Ontario, California. And then next year, we're just going to be traveling, all right? Coming to local areas and hanging out at anime conventions. So if there's an anime convention that we should be looking into that you guys attend, let us know, and we'll try to see if we can get in there and, do our Family Feud panel, do our, what's the other one? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire anime panel. We have a lot of fun, but yeah, we love anime. We love the convention circuit. So I'm looking forward to that. Last one here, Thomas Dean in our house, season 3, Robotech was king, the Invits. It's great. It's not better than the Macross. It's not better than Macross. It's better than Robotech Masters, which was season 2. But Macross is king, best series, that's the one that really made me recognize that anime was a different thing than regular animation.
I fucking swear. I'm sorry, man, for cursing. Every time I hear y'all talk about it, it's like somebody trying to teach me spades. I will never understand it. It's just bing, 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 ping, pong, pong.
You don't like good shit, T. That's why you
don't understand spades.
You don't like good things, man. You don't like Lord of the Rings, man. It's like it's hard to get you into
you're
good
special
shit.
with the pretty.
I like watermelon. Thanks. I got watermelon. I'm gonna cut up, dude. Eat. I can't wait.
Oh my god. All right, guys, that'll do it for the DA's office for a Sunday night. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. We're gonna go around the horn, talk to everybody, see what you guys got coming up. Starting off with Rockefeller Plaza. What you got coming up, G?
Back to Bloodborne Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. for bonfires and coffee. We drink coffee, play video games. Besides that, I'll be back here Tuesday evening with my boy and DA. DA, thanks for having me as always, man. I greatly appreciate it. Good fucking
Appreciate
time,
that
bro.
as well. All right, next up, Cyfax. Cyfax, what you got coming up, bro?
What's going on? I will be doing a lot more videos on actually anime because, dude, anime is the way of the future. Everybody kind of knows it. And why not jump on the train with that? I already have one of my first videos out about the second season of Kaiju number 8, season 2, episode 1. The video is already out there. I started trying to mess around with B-roll footage. Like I'm trying to get better with like the program that I'm using and whatever. And I'm going to be doing more stuff like that. And so go ahead and check that out. Obviously, on top of that, I have my Wednesday show, which is hangings on Wednesday with me and me and Rockefeller, and then I think I'm going to be starting a Saturday show because those shows have been going pretty well. So other than that, that's basically it. So go ahead and check it out, subscribe, and hit at the bare minimum, hit the like button, and you can catch me here as well.
Awesome. Uncle T, what you got coming up, bro?
He means hanging out, not actually hanging. He just means hanging out.
It's a play on words, I swear.
I got nothing going on. Probably on Sci-Fi stream or somebody else stream, man. I might do. I'm going to start doing those shorts, man. But I love hanging out with y'all, man. Hit me up in the comment sections, man, or on these comment sections. Sometimes I reply on that, man, and I'm always supporting everybody on here, and I love hearing from y'all, man. Thanks.
All right, awesome. And then last but not least, Katie and Andy, home of Dual Shocks. What you guys got coming up?
So we have videos every day. We have streams Monday through Thursday. We have Catch Up Monday tomorrow. And then
Tuesday is going to be a very sad episode of Tega. One of our peers in the late night talk show space unfortunately lost their job. Our boy Stephen Colbert. And so unfortunately, we're going to have... And I can't help but feel a little bit guilty because, his show was going well. We started Tega and now he's out of a job. But, it's just the way it breaks,
just a beacon of the community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Sad. All right. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. All right. Lastly, Budgie Cat said, I forgot to do something. You ignored me again. I said, pull up a pic of Rachel Pizzolatto as Wonder Woman. So you want to see this Rachel Pizzolatto as Wonder Woman? I was trying to find a good picture.
So they're not going with the girl from Andor anymore? Whatever her name was?
I didn't find a good picture of Rachel Pizzolatto as Wonder Woman, but I did hopefully get the next best thing for you. There you go.
Yeah.
Is that your girl?
Let's go. Hell yeah. That's my girl. That's my stepsister. Holy shit.
Can we get a last minute T rating on this one, T? Do you have a rating?
I got 5 on it.
She said Sci-Fi said she's 21. I'm not voting.
Here we go, man. T don't want to rate the youngsters. All right, there it is. Well, we tried. Shout out to everybody. Thank you very much. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. We are done for the night. We will see you back on Tuesday at the DAs or at the nightcap. And then more than likely, I'm not going to do a nightcap on Thursday. So then the next time after that will be Sunday on the DA's office. We will have it once again. But you guys take care of yourselves. Thank you, every last one of you super chatters. You guys are awesome. I appreciate that. We are out of here. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.
Night.
Bye.